What made you go with yellow and black?
I was not building a brand to compete with McD or KFC or Burger King. Anyone who is first time eater, he is not my consumer.
The first 3 months of your first outlet, कौन sale थिला?
Not a single month I have earned a single rupee. Because I did not know business, I was doing all these dumb things. And that was good for the brand. I'm pretty sure we'll be a 500 CR revenue company in the next 2 years.
One episode where we thought that you will quit.
ये जो एक्सीडेंट 2013 रे हला that day समय मते फील होला कि मु एते सारा जो 2-3 वर्ष ला करूची इज इट वर्थ दैट मु गोटे फाइनेंशियली मो पाखरे 10,000 टका भी नहीं गोटे पिला को लाइफ और डेथ थ्रू बंचेवार.
I am a bit foodie. Reviews इतने authentic थिला कि ताकू बंद करिया पड़लो. So you know the first burger of Bhubaneswar and the latest burger of Bhubaneswar.
If I'm eating for the first time, it's amazing.
Finally, burger has arrived in Odisha.
WHO को गोटे मु मेल पठेइतली expecting immaturely that they will reply and they will do that.
Next 20 years is for India. Amo Odisha will play a very important role in that.
2035-40 बेलू तुम पिला मन तुम पचारिबे जतलो इंडिया रा टाइम थिला तुम कोन करथलो जदी ए टाइम रे किछि करि पारलो नै.
Hi, this is Pankaj Motwani. Welcome to the new podcast today. Today we have Biraja Rout, is owner of Biggies Burger, inspirational leader, true blue Odia guy, loves what he does. In short, he is very inspiring, and Biraja Rout, I must say, is the poster child of Odisha ki OSR story, right? I am so happy to know कि गोटे ओडिया पिला जे IT job करे पई बैंगलोर जाइथिला and now runs a brand which has like 125 store and the big thing 110 crores in revenue at just 36 years of age. He is just about to grow, and it's my pleasure to have him in this podcast.
धन्यवाद. Thank you Pankaj bhai for the warm welcome and for the brief that you gave. Yep.
So Biraja, let's start. Maybe let's start तमो story. कि केमिति तमे start करलो कोठी, where did you, let's start early, like कोठी education थिला and everything.
So Pankaj bhai, like जिमती माने most of the kids जो माने ओडिया kids, everyone's aspiration is to be a doctor or an engineer. So as आम घर भी सेमती ही किसी अप्रोच थिला कि ओके फाइन, बट देयर वाज नो मैंडेट कि तुमको सेटा करिवार अछि. यू डू व्हाटसएवर यू फील लाइक. सो मो स्कूलिंग पार्शियली राउरकेला. आई वाज बोर्न इन केउंझर. 2 वर्ष तापर राउरकेला, तापर बरहमपुर +2, देन इंजीनियरिंग होची भुवनेश्वर. तो राउरकेला बरहमपुर भुवनेश्वर कंपैरेटिवली ओडिसा रा भलो भलो सिटी भितर आसे. सो तापर जते बेले मु माने से टाइम रे जते इंजीनियरिंग चलथिला, मु कॉलेज रे किसी स्पॉन्सरशिप कर आनुथली इवेंट्स में. तो मते समहाउ लागला कि ओके फाइन, मोर देन इंजीनियरिंग टिल 10th आई वाज एन्जॉयिंग बीइंग अ डॉक्टर. मते बायोलॉजिकल थिंग्स भल लागथला. पोस्ट 10th एंड 12th आई रियलाइज कि मते मैकेनिकल थिंग्स भल लागसो, आई विल डू इंजीनियरिंग. तो जते इंजीनियरिंग मु कली, देन आई रियलाइज कि ओके फाइन इलेक्ट्रिकल टू माने मु ट्रिपल ईयर स्टूडेंट. तो
को कॉलेज?
सिलिकॉन कॉलेज.
ओह ग्रेट. को बैच?
2005 ରୁ 9.
ओह अच्छा, तो माने 1 जूनियर देन मी.
अच्छा 2004. हां लवली. ओके मु किसी ब्रेक नहीं माने 2000.
तो आमे भी ब्रेक नहीं 4 to 8. हां.
सो को कॉलेज आपन
मोर किड, बट मोर बहुत संग सिलिकॉन रे थिले, लाइक संदीप, प्रभु, तमिल संतोष, श्वेता, लापी, मैंने
बहुत थे माने हम सीनियर बहुत लोग थे. राइट. तो सेते बेले गोटे सेल्फ एक्सप्लोरेशन हुए कि आपण इंजीनियरिंग जब करछंती, यू विल गेट टू नो मोर अबाउट योरसेल्फ. से पर्यंत तो यू आर मैंडेटेड टू डू 10th + 2. इंजीनियरिंग रे गोटे 4 वर्ष जो ब्रेक मिले, यू गेट टू एक्सप्लोर योरसेल्फ. तो राइट
माने यू आर इक्वेटिंग इंजीनियरिंग स्टडीज एज अ ब्रेक.
हां आई एम इक्वेटिंग दैट माने द स्टडी दैट वी हैव. राइट. तो 4 वर्ष भीतर मते लागला कि ओके फाइन, मोर इंटरेस्ट टेक रू, दो आई वाज डूइंग डिसेंट, नॉट वेरी वेल, नॉट वेरी बैड, बट somehow मतलब लागला कि ओके फाइन, आई एम मोर एक्टिव ऑन बिजनेस एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ थिंग्स. तो मोर बहुत माने आम परिवार जनरली ओडिया फैमिली, दे आर नॉट, आमको लागे बिजनेस इज एन एलियन थिंग. माने दुकान अछि तो किए करछि, मनीष करना दुकान अछि कि गोटे करिकी जाइछि सेठी बस. सो आम पई बिजनेस वाज वेरी फार साइटेड, not foresighted.
True. Mane, I'll tell you my experience. माने I come from a business background family, तो मो पाई it was very clear from a very माने maybe from class 11 12th or maybe early engineering days I was very clear कि मैं वापा का business join करी, but I even see my friends who are from business families and they are ODRs, even they had this ambition कि हमें engineering करिबू, कि lawyer हबू, कि ये हबू, and I was like very shocked कि माने your father has clocked a lot. गोटे इंजीनियरिंग गोटे बिजनेसटा सेटअप करुच्ची एंड देन यू आर डिसाइडिंग कि नहीं आमे जॉब करिबू, सो दैट वाज लाइक अ कल्चरल शॉक फॉर मी.
I would say कि the state that I was at, ଆମର ତ କେହି ବିଜନେସ୍ କରୁନଥିଲେ, I found that to be a great place to be at. कि ବିଜନେସ୍ର ପ୍ରେସର ନାହିଁ ତମ ଉପରେ, there is no presumption କି ତମେ ଏମିତି ହିଁ କର, there is no perception around it. ମାନେ କ'ଣ ହୁଏ କି you start fresh.
Yeah, so it's true, it's important. केबे मते भी लागे कि had I got a clean slate, माने things would have been different. But ठीक अछि, माने everyone has his own journey.
हाँ माने it has been tough journey. माने एथिरे survival rate is hardly 0.5% की कम. माने मोर जर्नी रे at least 500 entrepreneurs देखथिबी जो माने first generation of business and they have set. So chances of survival also is very less in this. But fortunate कि मो पाई माने I got it fresh. तो कौन हला जतबेले कॉलेज रे स्पॉन्सरशिप चलथला, so that was my first time I have earned beyond my education. Then it gave me a kick. एमती भी पैसा you can earn this way also. So there are business things also. तापरे मु मोर इन्फोसिस रे प्लेसमेंट हेतला, बट somehow मते लागला कि नो मु इलेक्ट्रिकल स्टूडेंट, मु इन्फोसिस रे टेक रे कोन करबी आईटी रे. Then I took a break कि मु 3 मास गलिनी. I asked for an extension. मु एटे Monginis रो फ्रेंचाइज नै बोली होतली सेतबेले. I'll be very honest कि रोड रे मु ट्राई करथली.
ओ अच्छा, तमे करथिलो माने को वर्ष एटा
2010 रे 9-10 रे मु ट्राई करथली कि Monginis रो फ्रेंचाइज नै कि चलेबी, एंड that will be my bread and butter. That will be my entry to business. But fortunately Monginis रो सेठी ऑलरेडी स्टोर थिला. आमो लोकेशन तांको भल लागलानी. Then I was compelled to go back to IT. तो जतले 3 मास पर आउथरे आसला कि ସେମାନେ कहले कि I have no further extension of your joining letter, either you join or get lost.
True, I like that spirit, that even बहुत पिला माने ना, they don't even dare to take the 3 months extension कि job रे कोन.
I have taken 2 times. 3 मास देले, तापर आउथरे 3 मास आउट एक्सटेंशन नेली by saying some reasons which I cannot say here for my personal thing. So मते लागुथले कि जदि एबे न देले आउ को लोकेशन आउ को ब्रांड किछि ओटे करबी.
माने whom did you kill, your grandfather?
ना काहू मारिनी, मु मोर सर्टिफिकेट हजे देले रेलवे रे.
ओ
सर सत्य कि मिछ मु भी जाननी, बट हजी गला सेटा. तुम कहली बिना सर्टिफिकेट जो जॉइन करे छी मु जाउची. They told no, you take 3 months time, collect your certificates and come. तो तापरे वाओ मोमो पाई मु ट्राई कली, कोलकाता गली. आई ट्राइड फॉर वाओ मोमो. सेते बेले सागर स्टार्टेड रिसेंटली, तो कथा हेली, बट सेटा भी हेई परलानी. देन
I remember wow momo that time. माने my wife shifted, she was in Wipro, so से को पुणे रो कलकत्ता शिफ्ट हैला, and जब कलकत्ता शिफ्ट हैला, wow momo has just opened 2010-11 and just nearby to our office. So मु केबे भी देखाबा पई जाय ताकू कलकत्ता रे, the first place we used to meet is wow momo.
धर्मतला ना कोड पड़थिला ना, धर्मतला
RDB कॉम्प्लेक्स थोड़े सेक्टर सॉल्ट लेक सेक्टर 5 से टू से स्टार्ट करथिले, and माने it was a craze at that time.
तो जदि Monginis की वाओ मोमो हेई जायथांता तो मो पाखरे बे किछि मल्टी चेन फ्रेंचाइजी थांते. Fortunate से दीटा हेलानी. Then I go to Mysore for training. Infosys 2010 March. March to September 6 मास रो थाई ट्रेनिंग, and that's the first time I encounter with KFC and burgers. यानी से पर्यंत मु जानिथिली बर्गर पिज्जा एंड पैटिस गोटे जिंस, माने इट वाज कंबाइंड प्रोडक्ट. सो जते बेले आई ट्राई द फर्स्ट टाइम प्रोडक्ट, तापर मु भाबे कि गोटे माने ठीक है धनी लोक गोटे करथिबो KFC स्टोरटा, बिकॉज आम मानकर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ बिजनेस इज माने इट्स एन एलियन स्टोरी अगेन. मु खोज एबे दो बिजनेस एंड MBA दीज आर वेरी पॉपुलर कल्चर. तापर मु देखली ना एंकर आउट स्टोर अछि. देन मु बैंगलोर आसे, देन द एक्सपोजर टू QSRs, जोटो आज QSR को सेतले हम तो कैफे को नले कैफे को नले रेस्टोरेंट को नले बर्गर दुकान को जहाँ भी को. तो बैंगलोर रे देयर वर लॉट ऑफ old and legacy players, and I try burger for the first time. in Mysore and Bangalore.
Bangalore, Mysore.
So there are players like MacD, Truffles, lot of players.
Mysore ସେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲା.
हाँ ସେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲା ମାନେ MacD ତ ଏଠି ଏବେ ବର୍ଷେ 2 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲା ଆସିଲା right. So that was one cultural shock and gap कि East India is being neglected by most of the QSRs, may it be Indian or may it be global, and our access towards exposure of QSR or anything is very volatile and very less. तो 21-22 ବର୍ଷରେ you feel like you have seen decent things. ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ବର୍ଗର ହିଁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରିନ ତମେ କ'ଣଟା ଦେଖିଛ right. then the reality check comes कि okay fine, there are a lot of things to be explored about. तो ଯେତେବେଳେ मैसूर ट्रेनिंग खत्म हुए then I go to Bangalore, then इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिटी मोर प्लेसमेंट हुए. It's little ମାନେ it's like a satellite city, suburb. जोटा एबे it's a part of the city. 2011 it was suburb. तो 2011 मोर रूममेट था अराउंड 6 जन सबू केरली मल्लू एने मु एक्सटेंड करथिली तो मो सहित मो बैचमेट कहीं नाहांती तो केरली मल्लू माने मु जणे ओडिया आ मो कुक जे ओडिया एंड से टाइम रे बर्गर गोटे हेइथला एमति कि every 2 days once I used to go to कोरमंगला और कल्याण नगर to try.
Oh, अच्छा. So, माने try because you loved or liked burger or try because you thought कि मो burger chain टा करी परिबी.
burger chain सेतबे माने चेन माने कोन
माने कि मो burger shop टा करी परिबी.
माने इतकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग नथला कि तमे शॉप करियो ही कोन माने इट वाज लाइक ए कंज्यूमर
अच्छा क्रेज
टू द जर्नी. माने म जदी मंजरीज करथा नि भाबतली गोटे स्टोर ने कि मु करबी एटा तो मु भी हेतल बर्गर फ्रेंचाइजी खोजली. आई वाज नॉट गेटिंग एनी. देन आई थॉट कि ओके फाइन एनफ हो गला. लेट्स नॉट किल आवर वीकेंड्स बिकॉज मल्लू पीपल दे ड्रिंक अ लॉट. माने से माने बसंती शनिवार दिन सकाळ 6 टारू कि 9 टारू धोती पिन देबे बस पड़बे तो रविवार संध्या जाए दिस विल कंटिन्यू. तो माने केते दिन आउता सहित बसिबो तमे तो 3-4टा मास बसला पर आई फेल्ट कि आई एम वेस्टिंग माय टाइम एंड आईटी रे कोन है डिसेंट टाइम मिल जाए माने यू गेट गुड अमाउंट ऑफ हैंडफुल ऑफ टाइम. एबे कोन अछि जानि मु सिनेरियो बट से टाइम रे बिकॉज आई वाज ए वेरी जूनियर एम्प्लॉय तो हमको भलो संध्या बेला टाइम मिल जाउथला शनिवार बा टाइम मिलथला तो आई थॉट कि लेट्स यूटिलाइज इट बाय पुटिंग अप समथिंग. तो गोटे छोटो कियोस्क एंड मोर जो ओडिया सेफ थिला जे रोसी करथिले एंड द वे आई लाइक माय बर्गर्स.
ओ दैट इज
सेते बेलको मु 30-40 थर बर्गर खाइ सारलेन एंड यूट्यूब आउ इंटरनेट आउ द वे आई लाइक. देन वी स्टार्ट.
दिस इज व्हिच ईयर?
दिस इज 2011 November 26. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिटी ऑन द रोड लाइक ए ठेला. तो मोर अपार्टमेंट जस्ट साइड रे माने अपार्टमेंट ऑपोजिट हो मो ऑफिस रोड क्रॉस कले तार ऑपोजिट हो गोटे फुटपाथ जो गोटे जूस दुकान था ऑपोजिट आम मालिक को कहलु कि 8,000 टका रेंट देबो खाली जगह दिया मु. एंड देन वी स्टार्ट ए स्मॉल कियोस्क इन द नेम ऑफ बिगीज बर्गर.
अच्छा व्हाई बिगीज?
अच्छा व्हाई बिगीज. सो गोटे थिला कि समस्त इमोशनल था कि ना जो लेटर स्टार्ट होची तमे से थ्रू स्टार्ट करो.
तो बिरजा
बर्गर भुवनेश्वर बेंगलोर एवरीथिंग इज बी. सो द बी वाज वेरी कॉमन एंड बर्गर गोटे था कि माने इफ द बर्गर इज बिग साइज यू माने टेम्प्ट लागे माने इच्छा हुए बेसी खाइबा पई. सो बी और बिग दे वर वेरी क्लोज. देन बिगीज and I consider myself decently fit or fat, whatsoever you call it. So to get large size jinso, so I felt कि Biggies is a good term. Then से टाइम तो लैपटॉप नथला तो इन्फोसिस रो सिस्टम रे बसी कि पीपीटी रे मोर एबे भी मन अछि द फॉन्ट वाज बर्लिन सैंस एफबीडेमी. आई वाज द क्रिएटिव डिजाइनर फॉर माय ब्रांड एंड
it was still the black and yellow. It is still now black and
माने
yellow always.
ब्लैक एंड येलो इज माय फेवरेट कलर. तो छोटो बेले जते बेले क्रिकेट मैच हुए वेस्ट इंडीज नहले इंग्लैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया सहित सान भाई मोर इंडिया को कि वेस्ट इंडीज को सपोर्ट करे बिकॉज ही लाइक्स रेड एंड ब्लू. आई लाइक येलो. तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाज माय फेवरेट प्लेयर. सो येलो हैज बीन द ओनली कांस्टेंट. आई बिलीव येलो इज द न्यू रेड आज जो कल्चर चली. सो इट वाज द लोगो हैज नॉट बीन टैम्पर्ड. 2011 रे जहा थिला आज भी सेम फॉन्ट इज द सेम इलस्ट्रेशन एवरीथिंग इज सेम. So I feel I have created a logo which was very advanced till today local भल लागुची. And black was a color, so in that theme we created Biggies Burger. And because it was a kiosk, it was a single product menu and it was wholly baked and grilled. So the only gap that I was finding is may it be a KFC or a McD. So may it be Burger King today. Burger King core product होची Hopper जो थी popular. But when they come to India, they dilute their USP.
खाली fried burger.
They give fried. And my perception of burger at that point of time was meat, bread, and basic sauce. No nonsense. No tomato, no cucumber.
You see Gordon Ramsay videos, he will say the same.
The way God made it, naked. So mata simti burger actually बहुत कम जगह हेतल मिलुଥିଲା. Then I started this.
I'll just interrupt you. I'll tell you my experience. So me and Vishwajit is behind the camera today. So me and Vishwajit, we went to Biggies Burger Smash. It's our first outlet. We had the burger and we said, finally burger has arrived in Odisha.
Thank you. I think the same line a lot of people have told when we started the first outlet in Kit Road. Because that time burger has not evolved the way it is today.
Mane, my only complaint with the first Biggie's burger and all the chain was the burger is perfect, the bun is perfect, the sauce is perfect, it tastes to its best, but the grilled patty was frozen because it's a QSR. Everybody does it. Mane, you have at least got the smash to Bhubaneswar. Nahi to, I don't know viewers knows it or not. Ki Burger King, McD, they depend on frozen patties.
Right.
So that is how QSR is operated. Maybe that problem Biggie's Burger Smash overcame with.
Again, this is again an evolution of product.
True.
See, माने जदि आमे स्मैश 10 वर्ष तले स्टार्ट करथांतु लोक कहते 350 400 टका देकी काई खाइबो. So let people first understand what is burger. As and when there is a growth of the cycle, we want to be there in every step. And actually that's the reason today we have multiple brands, because we want to tap on consumer in their journey of burger. If you are starting your journey, you are a number one burger customer. We have a brand called Number One. That's an affordable brand, 49-59 rupees a burger. If you are a matured burger consumer, go to Biggies or Big Guys, select depending on your option. Let's say आपको fried chicken burger दरकार, Korean, Tennessee burger or kimchi or gochujang, you go to Big Guys. If you want a grilled burger, then we have Biggies. If you're bored out of this 300 to 50 rupees burger and you want something very premium like a truffles room or something like that, or a smash burger which is 100% meat, then you go to original burger or smash. So we have, as a consumer, movie in the last 13 years, I have evolved on my choice of burger. So as everyone, and so as you, so as with everyone.
So maybe today our food section is concentrating on the fact is how burger involved in Bhubaneswar. Maybe I remember Vishwajit amu cycle school to Bharthulu. Our school was Ruchika Unit 6 school to cycle mariki Bapuji Nagar astulu. Cream and spicy got the burger first. And Vishwajit had come from Hyderabad. So he said, hey, burger khaibu burger. And ame cycle mariki astulu Bapuji Nagar and saidi burger khautulu. And from that burger to this burger. So our food section today is कि आमे केमिति से burger story has evolved in Bhubaneswar. So coming back to your first store story. So तापरे कौन हैला when you started?
जतबले first electronic city रो store खोलला and it was my evening full time job. Infosys was my part time job. Sorry Infosys. But हाँ तो किछि दिन परे I saw कि गोटे set of consumer आसिले and they told कि okay fine, this is what I like. Maybe everyone was not liking, but there was a set of consumer who were of the tribe that I used to feel. And there is a tribe, that there is a niche. आमे ते छोटो store करी कि we cannot give a mass product, right? तो मोर agenda थिला कि I'll have selected 100 consumer and they will not get that burger anywhere in the city. That was my core agenda. जो दिन मोर से 100-150 customer रही जिवे मु जानिबी कि okay fine. Then I am a brand, till that I am a logo. Biggies Burger से time रे तो कहीं जान नथले, it was a logo. It was just a mere design made in Corel Draw or जो PowerPoint. So gradually we saw that the consumer who have been bored with McD or a KFC or the hometown's favorite burger joint or small burger joints. सब सहर छोटे छोटे गोटे गोटे कैफे थे, right? Those consumers who have been bored, they came to us and they told, okay fine, this is something which we wanted and which is evolved. So एमती गोटे दिन हला संध्या बेले जने लोक आसला who is my regular customer who comes from gym and directly comes to our outlet because he feels these are healthy burgers, these are protein. That time the protein ro concept natla, but they had some idea and he asked me, अरे बिरजा तुम्हें फ्रेंचाइजी कोठी नहीं इच्छा मत दबा ठीक है नंबर मु कथा है. So I did not have an idea. Compliment. Yes, I did not have an idea कि मो ब्रांड फ्रेंचाइजी पाइन भी रेडी अछि कि लोक माने एको ब्रांड भाबुचंती. तो जतले जने कंज्यूमर पचरची who is eating your burger almost every second day कि कोठू फ्रांचाइज जानिଛ मत नंबर दियो then think clicks okay fine जदि Monginis करूची then why not me, why not I can do a build a franchise company. I think that was the first instance जेबे मु भाबिली कि एटा चेन हेई परिबो. Till then तो it was like every day morning आपण सर्वाइव केमते करबे. I'll be very honest केते इन्फोसिस दिए 20-30,000 ना 20-25,000 ना कि 22,000 दिए.
The 2011 that was the salary.
हाँ that was the salary ट्रेनिंग रे आउरी कम दिए. So आपनकर खर्च दुकान रे माने people see only the glowing side माने only the shining side, they don't see the back end रे your advance, your raw material wastages, working capital, staff salary, there are 100 cost and गोटे दुकान प्रॉफिट बनेबा was impossible. जदि प्रॉफिट बनेबार अछि आपन को दिन सारा दुकान रहबार अछि ब्रांड आउ के देखियो. तो से टाइम रे जो गोटे विजिटिंग कार्ड बने ना, तो विजिटिंग कार्ड जतरा बनुथला ना सेतरा माने लोक पचारथिले फ्रेंचाइजी कोठी केतरा ऑर्डर देबा तो गोटे विजिटिंग कार्ड बनारथला. तो प्रोबेबली फैमिली रो फर्स्ट जहार विजिटिंग कार्ड गोटे थिबो. सो दैट वाज अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ प्राइड कि भाई गोटे विजिटिंग कार्ड बनुची जो थरे फाउंडर लिखा होची एंड बिगीज बर्गर लिखा होची आ मो ना लिखा होची. एंड सो दैट वाज द मोमेंट कि ओके फाइन नाउ दिस इज अ ड्रीम. एबे एपर्यंत एटा दुकान थिला, नाउ वी हैव टू मेक इट worth it.
So maybe that was the part of your 0 to 1 journey.
हाँ that was the part of my 0 to ideal 1 journey जोठी the concept burger केते बिक्री हो न बिक्री हो सेटा सेकेंडरी कथा. It is the time कि we have to prove ourselves and the brand in an intangible way. So I believe early days were very tough काहे ना हमको बिजनेस रो ब अक्षर जणा नहीं, अकाउंटिंग जणा नहीं, कंज्यूमर कौन जना नहीं, मार्केटिंग कौन जना नहीं. इट इज ऑल लाइक ए कंज्यूमर जर्नी आम ब्रांड बनाऊँ मैंने मो ब्रांड बनाऊँ से टाइम. तो द बिगेस्ट रेड फ्लैग्स दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम कि केते भल चलिए केते खराब चलिए भी आम पैसा ही रखी पार्नथलु. मुझे जानी ही पार्नथली पैसा जाऊँ कुआडे खर्च कुआडे होची. सो आई वाज ऑन ए वेरी बैड कैश ट्रैप. क्रेडिट कार्ड्स सांग मानठू मागिकी. तो
give me numbers to it. माने कौन असुविधा हैला, like let's say the first 3 months of your first outlet कौन सेल थिला केते ये रहिला.
फर्स्ट दिन मु 28-29 बर्गर्स बिकिथिले प्रथम दिन काइना टिके फुलो फुलो लगा हेतिला तो लोक आस्थिले. आई थिंक ग्रेजुअली वी वेंट अप टू अराउंड 55 to 60 burgers a day. It was a small kiosk.
That was your peak or average सेतेबेले?
That was my average.
And that was how much it was priced? 150, 200?
No. I think it was around 89, 79. So ideally आमे मासको रेवेन्यू करथु 1.5 लाख 50 लाख 70-80 हजार टका. And that was good if you see in Excel sheet बने जो देखियो रेंट एति गला ये एति गला पैसा लास्ट को 30,000 टका 20,000 टका देखा होतला. बट मु केबे वर्किंग कैपिटल बोली कारण जान नथली. जो हमें सप्लाई आनिबो से तो 1 किलो दबनी 2 किलो दबनी. So it was bulk. So more say I was on a working capital trap. Though it was a small amount of trap, but that trap was increasing. So every day morning आपन को sauce vendor call करिवे, bread vendor call करिवे, अरे payment कहीं है नहीं. So these were the things which has made us super strong today. And I believe IT रे I was there in IT for till 2016, around 5 years में रहिली. IT gives you the learning of SOPs, standardization, processes, phases, and how to make business more organized. So I believe I was fortunate enough to not have any perception of business backend, to have joined Infosys because I believe Infosys, after working in 5-6 IT companies, is one of the best process oriented companies, though they don't pay well. Then when these two things combines and the outcome, Aji, I can proudly say that with a 20,000 rupees of investment I have built this company. And today we are having 1,000 plus employees, 125 plus stores, built an ecosystem of food entrepreneurs of around 70 people, and I'm pretty sure we'll be a 500 CR revenue company in the next 2 years. So एतिके हमें कही पारुछु just because we had our basics correct, and the basic courage of doing business was very true. तो जदि had it been a smooth journey मुझे गोटे स्टोर रही जाइथांती. I'll be very honest. जदि मुझे स्टोर कमो थांती ना तो मुझे सेठी लिमिट रही थांती से स्टोर टा बड़ केमती करी भाबी थांती. एंड सब दिन मु माने दैट वुड हैव बीन योर इनिशियल एक्साइटमेंट कि ओके फाइन मासको लक्ष्य कमेली, सैलरी 20 अछि 5 गुणा कमेली मु एठी रहबी. सो गॉड हैज अ प्लान, एवरीवन सेज. तो गॉड हैज प्लान कि नहीं तू लक्ष्य फर्स्ट दिन रो कमाना. सो to lose courage so that you earn it hard way and do the justice to the concept or thing. So probably till 2017, from 2011, 6 ବର୍ଷ ଭିତରେ not a single month I have earned a single rupee.
तो जहाँ आसिला बिजनेस रे so tell me what was the second store, was it on its own कि केतुटा first store on its own हैला and then where did the franchisee kick
The
in?
first store was mine. The second store was again a franchisee in Electronic City.
तो first was Electronic City.
First was Electronic City, then the second was a college called Garden City College. तो कौन हुए ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ବିଜନେସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି you go to college and IT park only when the IT park and colleges are open. ଆପଣ ତ ବନ୍ଦ ଦିନ ଯିବେନି। ତ ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଓପନ୍ ଦିନରେ ଯିବେ ସେତେବେଳେ କ୍ରାଉଡ୍ ଦେଖାଯିବ। So you feel these are the places I have to be there. କେତେ ସାରା କ୍ରାଉଡ୍ ଅଛି but you never know that those are 200 days business. ତ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଫ୍ରାଞ୍ଚାଇଜି ଆମେ ଦେଲୁ ଗାର୍ଡେନ ସିଟି କଲେଜ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ସେଠି। थर्ड ए दुटा स्टोर जो है आई वाज डूइंग फेसबुक एंड OLX रे प्रमोट करथिले फ्रेंचाइजिंग को। देन वन ऑफ माय यंगर ब्रदर्स फ्रेंड शिवदत्त बोली जने पिला अछि सी भी सेमती किट कॉलेज रे पढुतला एंड ही टोल्ड कि मते भी पढियार नै मते या ऊपर बेसी फोकस करियार अछि एंड ही टेक्स माय फ्रेंचाइज ऑफ किट रोड।
Okay, the first one.
The first one that comes to Odisha is Kit Road.
It's not the same one जो ଏବେ ଥିଲା ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଫର୍ମାଟ ରେ ଥିଲା।
छोटो फॉर्मेट ଥିଲା अमूल आगे
हाँ
अमूल थिला सर अमूल आर्चिस थिला।
This is 2000.
This is 2012 and 13 starting. Again, fortunate to have a store which is 1800 kilometers away.
Away, yes.
And as a brand person, you will always intend to give the same authentic product. So Siddharth courage कि he spent 2.5 to 3 lakhs on building that small kiosk, paying advance to that Amul guy, and doing all this thing. And my courage that I had to transport my raw material from there.
Yes.
To give the same product what we are serving in Bangalore to Bhubaneswar.
So maybe coming back again. So I know first store Electronic City रे थिला तमे खोल्लो. Second store was a franchisee. Third was Bangalore. Now you know the I've read the story कि जेबे McDonald इंडिया को आसिया चाहूथिला they said कि इंडिया रे इकोसिस्टम ही नहीं गोटे भल बर्गर दबा पई so they went to the scratch माने से went to the farmers for letters, went to the frozen chicken company to get frozen patty and all. So maybe what was your raw material procurement story माने सी एक्सपेक्ट रे कौन ये हैला?
I believe मोर जेहेतु SKU बहुत कम थिला. It was only bread, 2 sauces and 2-3 patties.
Okay.
And there was one USP patty which was called Beamer. So Beamer was a patty which was made in Bangalore रे गोटे processing unit से हम collaborate करेगी. So just like KFC has a zinger.
अच्छा. Oh, okay. So
Burger King has a hopper.
Hopper.
Our core product was called Beamer. It's a baked product, wholly baked patty.
Okay.
And that is my company's name today. We are Beamer Brands
Okay.
Private Limited. So I believe Beamer was one of the USP product for which till today it has been selling from day one till today there are consumers. Though see I don't come from a very poor background or not from a very upper class background. Mandate नथला कि मते घर को पैसा पठायर अछि प्रति मास. I had to माने I was not able to maintain my own financials in business. So there were a lot of mismanagement of fund was happening. पिला चोरी होतली कौन होतला मते जानने. I don't want to get into that. But at the end of 5th of every month I was zero. मोर
सैलरी पड़ो था
सब सर जाउतला. 5th काहे कि सेकंड भितरे सैलरी आसीबो आधा घंटा भितर सब पेमेंट हे गेला परे I will be left with zero. So I was not able to do train ticket से टाइम रे फ्लाइट रो एते अफोर्डेबिलिटी नथला. फ्लाइट वाज अगेन a new thing. मु ट्रेन टिकट केबे आगरु एडवांस करि पार नथली मासिया पे. तो वर्षे गोटे 6-8 मास न आसला पर वन डे आई थॉट कि लेट्स गो. तो प्रशांति को आसे आई टेक ए जनरल टिकट इन बैंगलोर एंड देन आई गो टू माने बगीज मु देखे सेतबेला मु देखे कि जो एसी बगी रे गोटे जोटी कमल आ कंथा रखंती से जने लोक धड़ा धड़ा सब काढी के खाली करछि जगहटा. मैंने आस्क हिम कि भाई मोतरी गोटे टिकट दरकार हम कोड रही परबी कि देन से जगहटा खाली जो आधा घंटा भितर सब कमल कंथा पड़ला पर खाली तुम ये शोई पड़ मत 300 टका दब आ टीटी आसला बेले मु तुमको ठक ठक मार दे बंद कर दो बस एति. सो दैट ट्रैवल आई डू दैट वे एंड आई रीच भुवनेश्वर. सो दैट गिव्स मी आइडिया कि जदि मु एठी आसी परछि देन मो सामान भी एठी आसी परिबो राइट. बिकॉज़ से टाइम रे वैट थिला जीएसटी नथिला एंड मु जेतु चाकरी करथली आई वाज नॉट अलाउड टू हैव ए कंपनी. So I did not have all this VAT and all these things. And logistic you have to give VAT, then only train and everything. So my patties used and sauces used to come in that way for 2 years.
So patties kouthu Bangalore
Bangalore
korthula.
Bangalore tapare
It was a firm who used to make patties na ko bakery
it was a processing unit. So initially, probably for the first 2 months, I used to make it in house. We used to have minced chicken, egg, breadcrumbs, ginger garlic paste, pepper, and all these things. And there was a
and like half fried and
no frying.
okay,
These were purely grilled. So we used to have a OTG. In the OTG, used to grill them, form them, and bring to the store every day and sell them by reheating microwave. But later, when the volume increased, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ Garden City College ପଳେଇ ଆସିଲା, it became very tough for us to make every day. And ଲୋକ ବି ଦରକାର ପଡ଼େ. Then I contacted a small scale processing unit କି ମୋତେ ଏଇଭଳିଆ ପେଟି ଦରକାର ଅଛି. And they are today also with us. I believe I started with 5 kilos, 10 kilos. Today we procure 20 tons a month approximately. Bare minimum. And we are with them. That's the best part.
and sauces.
Sauces. The same guy was giving sauces except mayonnaise. So there are two types of sauces. Emulsion based sauces which are oil based.
Okay.
Mayonnaise is a oil based sauce.
Okay.
And there is a hot sauces like barbecue, tomato. These are all cooked sauces. So mayonnaise at that point of time, Cremica and other players were there, but our barbecue was the core sauce. So that also we gave the recipe to the same guy. So more a version of barbecue hoche tike peppery, less sweet, good amount of tanginess. People do not add tamarind, we add tamarind in our sauce. So it's a mix of pepper, tomato, and tamarind.
This is the Indianized version of barbecue, maybe you can say. Or if the sauce thai.
No, Indianized version of barbecue is very sweet.
Oh, okay.
And very tomato. It's an extension of tomato sauce, to be very honest. The real barbecue sauce, tamarind, the US guy do not use. But I felt that tanginess and that hint will give a good kick to the consumer for coming back, and umaminess. So sauce, our beamer patty, how this entire product we used to send it from.
So there was no lettuce, no onion.
No, lettuce was there.
Lettuce
locally used to. Acha, yes, lettuce also ଆମେ ମାନେ 3-4 ଥର ପଠେଇଛୁ ଏଠି. Airlift କରିଛୁ, but lettuce was locally here.
Locally. And onions.
White onions were there.
White onions, grilled onions.
Grilled onions.
Like
Raw,
sauteed.
Sauteed, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So I believe that way we send our consignments. As you consignment we used to send our patties in that route to Bhubaneswar, and Kid Store gave me the second kick. Kid Store we used to have we used to do queues of 150, 160 a day.
Oh.
Loko Anugul, Dhenkanal, Katak, loko customer asanti to have our products. You should see the craze of people. I believe I did not know about Bapuji Nagar place, being very honest, till now.
Bapuji Nagar?
आपने जो कोतले burger place order अच्छी बोली.
No, that was so way early. That was 2001-2 I was talking about.
So I believe our reviews, Google feedbacks, we used to have physical reviews were flooded with thanks for bringing the first burger joint of Odisha.
Oh, so Burger King not thila. McDonald's
Burger King
to
asila.
McDonald's to asila last year. Oh, okay.
So that store gave its ROI in 3 months.
Yeah.
And that was like the golden moment for the whole brand and me, ideally. Okay, fine. Now we are on a roll and we have to take it to a next level. So ସେତେବେଳେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା, ଭିଜିଟିଂ କାର୍ଡ ଆଉଥରେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଲା କି ନାହିଁ, ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରେ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୋର, ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୋର ଅଛି. ତାପରେ ଗୋଟେ କିକ୍ ଲାଗିଲା, ଓକେ ଫାଇନ୍, ଏଠି ଯେଉଁ ସହର ଗୁଡ଼ା ଅଛି, ଯେତେ ସହର ଅଧିକ ହେବ ସେତେ ୱେଟେଜ୍ ବଢ଼ିବ ଭିଜିଟିଂ କାର୍ଡର ଆଣ୍ଡ ୟୋର ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡର. Though it was very tough to operate, I was not. These were the mistakes I have done because I did not know the business. ଯଦି ମୁଁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଜାଣିଥାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଖୋଲି ନଥାନ୍ତି. ମୁଁ କହିଲି ପ୍ୟାଟି ଗୋଟେ ପଠେଇବାର ଲଜିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ଯେତିକି ଲାଗୁଛି ମୋତେ, ତାଠୁ ତ କମ୍ ମୁଁ କମଉଛି. ମୁଁ ଫ୍ରାଞ୍ଚାଇଜି ପ୍ୟାଟି ବିକିଲି, ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ୟାଟିରେ 5 ଟଙ୍କା କମେଇଲି. ମୁଁ ୱେୟାରହାଉସ୍ରୁ ବାଙ୍ଗଲୋର ଷ୍ଟେସନରୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଷ୍ଟେସନ ଏତିକିର କଷ୍ଟ ତ 5 ଟଙ୍କା ଅଧିକ ଥିବ. ବିକଜ ଆଇ ଡି ନଟ୍ ନୋ ବିଜନେସ୍, I was doing all these dumb things, and that was good for the brand. कि आपण early stage रे you got to know how to scale your brand. नहले कोन हितांदा, I would have thought नहीं मैं एबे केवल बैंगलोर रखिबी, and my mind would have been shrunk towards making positive revenue business, not a positive brand oriented business. I think not knowing business was a blessing to me.
Yeah, so you were chasing the perfection of a burger, perfection of a brand rather than revenue.
I would say I was chasing to the consumer side of it rather business side of it.
True. Because it helps you scale later. It's a classic
ସେତେବେଳେ
startup
ଏତେ
story.
ଜଣା
Yeah.
ନଥିଲା ମାନେ ସ୍କେଲ୍ ୱେଲ୍ କ'ଣ ଦୋଜ୍ ୱର୍ ମାନେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଟାଇମ୍ରେ ଇଟ୍ ଇସ୍
I'm saying then now you realize that it helped you scale.
right ମାନେ I am too lucky to have an authentic original story of my journey and I am very weak on my memory so ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ସାରା ଜିନିଷ ଭୁଲି ବି ଯାଏ and that's a good thing if you recall everything you will be heavy on your side so we are very focused on the future and present so electronicity was also a village ଲେଟ୍ୟୁସ୍ ମିଳୁନଥିଲା ସେଠି କୋରମଙ୍ଗଳାରେ ମିଳେ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟେ ବାଇକ୍ ଥିଲା ତ ଦେର୍ ଆର୍ ଡେଜ୍ ଯେଉଁଠି ଗୋଟେ ଓଭରବ୍ରିଜ୍ ଅଛି 12 କିଲୋମିଟରର ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ I don't know କେତେ ଥର 10 ଥର କି 12 ଥର କି 15 ଥର my bike would have stopped because of less fuel. I used to put fuel of 20 rupees. I used to use credit card for buying lettuce. So kind of 2 तारीख ପରେ it is very tough to have any finance left in your account. Salary welle ସବୁ ଦେଇସାରିଲା ପରେ ଯୋଉ କହନ୍ତି ନା destination and origin doesn't matter. It's about the journey.
In new language, they say it's all about 0 to 1. Most of your effort, most of your the time goes to build a business from 0 to 1.
And that's a beautiful journey. जो माने सेटा नहीं पारुनाहांती, I feel pity for them. Most of the people should have that. That makes you more defined. Your vision statement changes. You have a forecastation of future. There are a lot of things. When you go deep, then you understand the depth of something. And when you come up, then you know that how deep have you gone. So the threat factor, because I started from zero, so aji mo pakhre I don't have many things to lose. It is all about earning a lot of things.
So coming back to your statement, ki 2011 to 17 was the most of the struggle, and then how many stores did you reach from 11 to 17?
So my first franchisee was
Garden City College.
Garden City, then Kit Road. By seeing Kit Road, the co-founder today, Sandeep Satpathy. So see Odia loko, but he stays in Raipur. So he comes to Bhubaneswar, he goes around and he sees my OLX ad. I used to put OLX ad. Back then OLX and Quaker were very popular. And then he comes to the Kit Road store and then he sees the crowd. And then he says, okay, fine, I want a franchise in Raipur. So he takes my 4th franchise in Raipur. Again, visiting card ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସହର ନାଁ add ହେବ ଆଜିର ଦୁନିଆରେ ଯଦି ଜଣେ କହିବ କି ନାଇଁ ମତେ ଏତେ ସହର ଯିବାର ଅଛି you are spreading thin actually. You should not spread thin. But good or bad that happened. He takes my store in Raipur and he starts it. And 2014 onwards he is with me till today. From a franchise 2016 he became my co-founder. That was and he takes care of expansion. Then ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ fund shortage ହେଇଯାଏ ପୁରା cash crunch ହେଇଯାଏ then I thought I'll sell my first outlet. जोटा इलेक्ट्रोनिक सिटी अच्छी सो मु चाहूली मु स्टोर ऑपरेशन रू बाहर अच्छे मत केमती मत ब्रांड ऑपरेशन देखा आई डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू ए स्टोर जोटी मु बसिकी स्टॉक हिसाब करूची कि काउंटिंग हिसाब करूची देन आई सेल माय फर्स्ट फ्रेंचाइजी टू द थर्ड को-फाउंडर हु इज टुडे हुज नेम इज अभिलाष बेल्लूर सो अभिलाष इज फ्रॉम मधुरा गारमेंट से एतला काम करथिले ही वांटेड ए फ्रेंचाइज he sees my ad I sell my first
like you give the franchisee and all the setup and everything.
I said I give him a running business. Then after he tells me Biraja तोर food cost एतिकी कहूच एतिकी अच्छी operation रे या होची then he tells me all the back end because he comes from Madura garment back ends. Then I find the Sandeep operating in Raipur and this guy operating in Bangalore are helping me to understand things better. Good guys, both are vegetarians but into the business. So mind match with then 2016 we decided that we will all call our jobs quit, get in, form a company which is today Bimar Brands Private Limited. Then 2016 actually formally we form a company and take the VAT number.
After 4 stores?
No, by then we are around 10 stores. So Bangalore,
Bhubaneswar, Raipur.
Bangalore, Bhubaneswar, Raipur. Bhubaneswar ସେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ କିଟ୍ ହିଁ ଥିଲା ରାୟପୁରରେ ଗୋଟେ ଥିଲା ବଟ୍ ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରେ 7-8ଟା ହିଁ ଥିଲା that's the first phase of the story.
Then what happened after 2016 ତାପରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା?
No, ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାନେ I think for me all the myths of the business which is partnership is not good has turned out to be the best thing. So ମୋର 2 ଜଣ partner ଅଛନ୍ତି and I find one of the luckiest person to have those type of people along with me in the journey and it has been only growing with each other. It was an absolute transfer of trust and responsibilities as a partner to people. So 2016 again, Avilas also not from business background. Sandeep had some business background, so he tells ki my job is to take the brand across. So he becomes the salesman of the brand. So he takes care of expansion. I become the product guy and strategy guy. And Avilas, because he goes through the books and numbers and profitability, he becomes the operations guy. So we divide our roles like this. And tapare, jehetu kit
So just to interrupt, you're still three partners.
today also we are three.
Three partners.
So 2016 जो किट रे जो स्टोर थिला हमरो किट स्टोर रो साइड रे जने कपड़ा दुकान ओटे करथिले एंड ही सीज आवर क्राउड तो जेतले से क्राउड देखंते से देन ही अप्रोच्ड फॉर अ फ्रेंचाइज देन ही बिकम्स माय शहीद नगर फ्रेंचाइज
Okay.
ताका नाम जितेंद्र पात्र सो शहीद नगर स्टोर से नियंती एंड दैट वाज द फर्स्ट स्टोर जोटी 25 लाख रो अधिक लागि छै एंड इट्स अ फ्लैगशिप स्टोर फॉर अस माने टिल देन इट वाज अ कियोस्क मॉडल हमें छोटे छोटे स्टोर सब करथिलु सो ही टेक्स द करेज ऑफ बिल्डिंग 30 lakhs store Shahid Nagar Bhubaneswar mall ro opposite that time that was a happening place and that store gives an ROI in 12 to 13 months
Wow.
माने से स्टोर काम चलला बेले people used to come every day we have returned at least 50 people that was the craze of the brand that time माने sometime I feel we could not content the craze of the brand that was there because I'm in Bangalore operate करथिलु so our focus on Odisha was little less I'll be very honest so then I believe we take the route of franchising so what happens is the journey that I have gone through let's say I have gone through a journey of a working class to start a business and become a food entrepreneur so then Avilas becomes a part of it Sandeep becomes a part of it so I used to see everyone who is working with me as an entrepreneur that's the biggest problem of mine my expectations from people are very high if anyone is working with me I find he can do everything you have to wear hats you have to be master of all trades you have to be a jack of all trades whatsoever तुमको सब आसियार अछि then our expectations become high so then we thought okay fine let's build a cause driven a purpose driven company today MACD probably a lot of people come by burger because but the back end of MACD the amount of wealth the amount of sovereignty in the whole ecosystem of QSRs they have built by creating a lot of franchises that's phenomenal no one can take them that from them right so I mean why not we build a large franchise network where we'll have an army of 500 food entrepreneurs and build a large network of 50,000 stores that's the next goal that we have ki let us build a great network of people who all are aspirational who all are ambitious and who all want to be in the space of QSR because today probably QSR is the second largest CAGR cumulative growth rate 28% CAGR और कोई इंडस्ट्री भी नहीं मोहित हिसाब रे apparels beauty everything is below 15% may it be technology mobile or whatsoever it is so there are hardly any industry which is growing at this speed so I believe QSR is the future and everyone eats 3 times everyone wants to experiment India is probably the second largest growth rate GDP of the world and considering all this fact I mean we can clearly foresee that India's QSR ecosystem is going to
True. This podcast has this meaning. We say कि next 20 years is for India and Odisha will play a very important role in
से
that.
टाइम गोटे पॉडकास्ट जण कहूले कि 2035-40 बेलू तुम पिला तुम पचारे जो इंडिया टाइम था तुम कौन करथलो यदि ए टाइम रे किछि करि पारलनी
So this is the best time to be an entrepreneur in Odisha.
I mean, this is the best time to start something. Be an entrepreneur is a fancy name. मो हिसाब रे माने बहुत लोग
Yeah, so the basic aim is to tell a story of people like you to Ajiro youngsters and youth and maybe inspire them to start something, take business and everything. Because 20 years re ame jahan kari paribu will define our legacy.
well, absolutely we have to with the same population or more population than China. Why not we be the largest economy of the world? With a great landscape that India has got, with the diversity that India has got, with the talent that India has got, it is only about being selflessness. The moment you are selfish, you do not think of, you don't think of anyone else. We have to come beyond that mindset. The second is I think we have to be more courageous, and we have to have more exposure of things. We have to keep on trying, hit and trial. It is one constant that we need to do. हमें मैंने experiment ही करने. We are very limited to our comfort and convenience, which is I believe gradually changing, and
Maybe that is why, मैंने बहुत लोग को जानी ना थी. When you go to belts like Thrissur or Coimbatore, people are making industries out of innovation. Mostly Coimbatore is for machinery. So देखो जानते कि को sector रे को machineries introduce करले सेटा माने scale up ही परिबा, and they get the
but
machines.
believe me, the amount of work that Odisha government is doing,
Yes.
you will not find that in any other states. Though you told, let's say Coimbatore is the Manchester of India, लोगों ने कहा थी, and I have deep connect there. We have around 8-9 stores there. The second oldest TVS dealer is my franchise. So I have met people there. We have been to the ground of Tirupur, Erode, Thanjavur, Avinasi. These are the belt. Semanangar industrial evolution was very early. TVS has been born there. Hero has a plant. Ola factory is now there in Hosur. Because their exposure to the market was better. And today I believe Tamil Nadu is the second largest GDP of the country.
Yes. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu,
Three.
yeah.
Yes.
So it is because every village that you go, every people that you meet, they want to deliver something, and that is the selflessness that Odisha needs today with the support of the government. Government is doing fantastic. Yeah, to follow support मतलब उन्हें आपको government दो.
माने गवर्नमेंट सपोर्ट करूची, इंडिया रो टाइम अछि सबु आड़े.
We have a great coastal line,
coastal
great mineral, amazing connectivity. East India is a vacuum. Kolkata is degrowing. So there are a lot of factors.
Odisha is now the best state in Eastern India. Mane, without doubt. Now the point is कि now it's on us. It's on the youth. It's on the upcoming entrepreneurs. कि इससे कौन नहीं कि कौन start करे अपने चाहिए पे. The opportunities are endless.
Last 3-4 years भितर Odisha is shining in terms of entrepreneurship. If you have attended some time meetings here, the amount of people, the aggression of those new age entrepreneurs is amazing, remarkable. It just needs to see the conclusion. It is we are lighting a fire, and after that it's not finding a way. So I think a lot of incubation, mentorship, direction, those type of setups has to be there, and a lot of examples have to be set. Okay, fine, you can do this to this. They don't know this to that. They don't know the conclusion. I think once that is there, we are just
maybe तांको mentorship दरकार.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mentorship दरकार and more incubation दरकार कि how to run a business, where are they following, faltering. So is government doing it? That's my question.
Odisha government fantastically doing it. Though I have been doing business in Karnataka for the last 13 years, officially from the last 8 years, we are opening our branch office in Odisha. We are opening more workforce, corporate office, 60% people are Orias. They all are from reference. So I have been a firm believer of choose the best 10 people around you rather than hiring the best talent, because they need a lot of fitments. So as a company, we have been growing organically through reference mostly. And I can tell amara jo pilamana achanti, the credibility and the efficiency. I have met people across IITians. We have hired a lot of people from XIM, Javiers also. Campus recruitment karthilu. No offense to them, amazing talents, but the efficiency and the output of the people that are with us today is one of the best, because they have been groomed in that.
They've been groomed in the same company. तांको पाखरे experience अच्छी. So this is a suggestion or education for everyone कि never discount experience. Experience is the key. Maybe you'll be getting a person to hire who is far more talented, is much more approachable, can do your job, versus a person who's been with you for last 10 years. It is easier to work with somebody who's with
And attitude, your attitude towards, I think we call it simple. If you don't own it, then don't get involved. The sense of ownership, the attitude towards work will give you knowledge. If you do not have the attitude, then knowledge ke knowledge to ape paisi possible. So you have to have that sense of ownership, and you have to have that attitude to take it up. So I think we have been building the system through that, and more jehetu 60% people are from Odisha. We are setting up our office in Odisha, Bhubaneswar only. I was today morning only. I was with someone discussing, and I'm so happy that our first office Odisha Rava, and we'll be building an East India focused approach from here. And I never know. Maybe my head office will be Odisha in some days. That's all. Kemti kono journey chalibo.
Maybe like Subrata Bakshi, you also retire in Bhubaneswar after 50, 60 years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, one person like Subrata Bakshi, one person retiring in Bhubaneswar helped so much lot, right? So much of international experience, make working big
No,
companies.
it is vital for us to have exposure. Without exposure, you cannot build things. So, though we have to be very Orissa centric, but on the same way, on the other hand, you need to have the exposure of the world, where the world is moving, and what out of them filtered can come to Orissa. Not everything can suit. So we need to have that fitment of a lot of things.
One more last question before we start eating food. What Vishwajit wanted me to ask you is when the big brands are focusing on red colors and orange colors, what made you go with yellow, which you answered, but yellow and black? Maybe is there a separate story behind black?
Absolutely. I think when you are building a brand so passionately, it cannot be without a backend, right? There has to be a backend. It is not instantaneous. Ki, I saw KFC and I'll replicate them. See, had I been replicating, I would have done that way. So the say time first of all, yellow was constant because it was my favorite color. I was building my baby. I wanted him to wear an attire that I like, not what another guy likes. So my baby was looking good in yellow. I was not building a brand to compete with McD or KFC or Burger King because tankara consumer base hochi entry consumer. And more clearly कि Biggies entry consumer are not my target audience. Anyone who is first time eater, he is not my consumer. So my consumer journey will be at a mid age. So after a consumer eats 10 times in McD Burger King, then most probably he will be my consumer.
Evolve, yeah.
So ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଇଭଲ୍ଭ ବ୍ରାଣ୍ଡ ବନଉଥିଲୁ ତ ମୋତେ ଲାଗିଲା କି ୟେଲୋ ସହିତ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ which is a gourmet color, which is a dark color, which is more niche, that will do more justice.
It says it is luxury.
Though ଆମର କିଓସ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା କେବେ ଲକ୍ସରୀ ଦେଖାଉନଥିଲେ, they were small kiosks ଠିଆ ହେଇକି ଲୋକ ଖାଇବେ, but ମାନେ somehow I found yellow was constant, yellow ସହିତ black was, so I did not want any color. So every brand रे गोटे color ଥାଏ. So the moment you say Biggies ର color कौन, it's yellow, it is not black. Black and white are the backgrounds. So Biggies logo looked better in a black background. So our whole store theme is more of a rustic look. So our tagline is a very famous tagline that we use in our Monday meetings. Every Monday we have all hands meeting. So that line is called "Be brave, be Biggies" earlier. So when you say this type of things, why we say be brave? Because we have started very small without anything, and I think braveness has been one constant, which is courage or whatsoever you say. And in all this thing again, be is common. Be brave, be Biggies. So we are talking about so much of braveness, so much of openness, so much of doing things in a blunt way. We wanted our stores to also look very blunt. Not to be designed or decorated or
Very industrial, maybe.
very raw. That's the reason in rawness we found black, white, wood color. So if you go to our stores, they will look very raw. We don't design. I don't like the design elements.
In our interior language, we say very industrial.
Industrial, you can say.
Industrial is the interior language. Yeah.
Because I'm not from that background, so I call it a raw store. So that's how the whole seeding process of the brand has started. But just to answer Biswajit, why not red? So today, if you see my Big Guys brand, it's red and white.
I was coming to this question: ki why then Big Guys become red?
So the food color globally, psychologically, is red. So you will see most of the chicken-oriented brands or non-veg-oriented brands, which are into not core grilling. There is a brand called Texas Chicken. Is a black and yellow themed brand because they serve to be to a premium thing. Grill and Barbecue Nation is not red. So what I'm trying to convey is the entry non-veg brands are mostly, common brands are mostly red and white. Shake Shack is green, but Five Guys, Chick-fil-A, KFC, McD, Jollibee, every brand is red and white.
So maybe one more question. How many Big Guys store do you have right now?
18 today.
So if Big Guys store would have been say yellow and black and with the Big Guys would have, because I never thought कि Big Guys was a Biggies का chain when I saw your credentials. बट अगर वो सेम कलर होता सेम ब्रांडिंग होता तो मे बी इट इज ईजियर ना सेटा ईजियर ही था फॉर पीपल टू कनेक्ट बिकॉज सी बिगीज नो डाउट इज अ बिगीज बर्गर इज नो डाउट इज योर बेस्ट ब्रांड ठीक है इज द मोस्ट ग्रोइंग ब्रांड so maybe do you not lose that connect at Big Guys?
No, see, we wanted to build a brand without any connect. For a consumer, he should not think because there is no connection of the product. This is absolutely a range of grilled. That's an absolute range of fried. So they are miles away departed. So there is no connection. So I'm like Big Guys build kolu. We thought ki okay fine, we'll have to build the way consumer wants their fried chicken. Biggies was built to impose. Biggies was not built because of the demand. We created the demand. So there are a lot of अनुगुल हे जाओ कि झारसुगुड़ा हे जाओ कि गुलबर्गा गोटे सहर अच्छी माने there was no ask of a grilled burger chain. We have put up our store and made people to eat grilled burger. So we create the market and lead the market in that segment. But in a fried chicken segment, I did not want to create a market. I just wanted to lead a market. So when I'm leading a market or my vision is to lead a market, we do not want to change the behavior of a consumer. Consumer fried chicken mane red and white janichi. Let us give them. Why to disturb that? So ebe ame mane basic business mind re bhabuchu. Agru ame when we built Biggies, it was like a curation of thing. So we have spent 13 years in curating. Today we don't want to curate much. We want to scale. So we have a brand called OBC, which is called Original Burger Company. So that's a blue and white color. So we felt blue is the little gourmet, premium, minimalistic.
सेटा में भुवनेश्वर केवे देखिवा
सेटा बोध हुए वर्ष भितर yeah Smash Biggies Burger Smash has given us a good response. So OBC will come very soon.
So coming up to the next section, the eating section. So basically, beside being a hardcore real estate guy, I am a avid foodie. Mane mu initially I used to write reviews on Instagram. People know the page called Hunger Pangs. But reviews एते authentic थिला कि ताकू बंद करिया पड़ला.
अच्छा.
कि माने so जहार authentic review देखुतिली ता संगरे मोर पियाटा खराब हो जाउतिला. So I am a माने avid food eater. I travel because of food, and that is why we have this small foodies section in this podcast. So now we have an interesting thing. So basically, in other episodes, what we are doing is getting local food, people, like bora, gugni, and everything. But here, there's an interesting twist. Now, you got me a Biggie Smasher burger, my favorite burger. So, can we have that burger? And what I have got you is the first burger which I ate in Bhubaneswar.
Okay, lovely, amazing.
So that is the cream and spicy burger. So we have the Biggie Smasher burger, and this is the I'm having the lamb one. Which one are you having?
I'll have the mushroom one.
Mushroom one. Okay, आज veg कहीं खाओ चो.
मैंने mushroom बहुत कम try करते थे.
Oh, अच्छा. And this is cream and spicy. Now this was basically the first
95,
burger.
huh? 95.
95 लिखा है but no the 95 रो ये केक इंट्रोड्यूस करथिले आफ्टर वीनस बेकरी दे माने केक इंट्रोड्यूस करथिले बट बर्गर केम इन वेरी लेट.
मैकडी जब खुल्ला ना भुवनेश्वर रे लॉट ऑफ माय फ्रेंचाइजीज वर सेइंग मैकडी खुल्ला है यार. आई वाज द हैप्पीएस्ट पर्सन because they will create customer for me.
So you know the first burger of Bhubaneswar and the latest burger of Bhubaneswar. So,
looks good.
Yeah. It has pretty much evolved after that, the burger.
I'll never compare our product with them.
No,
It's not a comparison. It's about the segment of burger eating behavior that you are at.
Okay. True.
For me, if I'm eating for the first time, it's amazing. So there is no comparison of products.
Jodi mo eat a kind of hanti, I would have never graduated to this maybe. Because this is so Indianized, because you have a fried patty, which is like chicken.
In my burger, I'll not expect this.
Yeah.
But this is also tasting good.
This is the availability. मैंने सेते बड़े coleslaw रे एटा ही करी पारता अंता.
True. And to make it affordable, no,
Yeah.
we cannot put lettuce, we cannot put a lot of other stuffs.
Yes.
So amazing burgers at that price point, what they have. So we have recently trademarked a concept called number one burger, because Biggies, Big Guys, and OBC all were beyond the middle range,
The entry level.
entry level. So we wanted to get into entry level. So we are now launching a brand called Number One, which will have a good amount of target of 300 stores in next 1.5 year at a value range 49, 59, 69. You get burgers.
And you will not keep it inside Biggie's Burger.
No, that's a different brand story altogether. And people will never know that that's our brand. Burger as a product globally, after water maybe Coca-Cola. After that, the most consumable F&B product is burger, not pizzas, not rice. For your information, everyone. Huh?
Like biryani is for India, burger is for world.
So burger is the most consumed food product globally. So I would never say anyone. The market is so huge. अब इतने काम अच्छे हमको to make healthy burgers, to make protein burgers, to make plant-based burger, to make burger for a person who is only able to afford 39 rupees, to make smash burger, to make gold-plated burger. So I believe we have the spectrum of burger is huge because burger is a singular product meal.
Like biryani. Like bhatar, chicken, sabu achi. Like you have the proteins, you have the
Biryani
carbs.
lacks without raita and other thing. It lacks lot of antioxidants. It is only carb and protein.
Yeah.
But burger as a product has bread, which is carb, has protein, which can be meat or soya or tofu or whatsoever. Then it has a lot of veggies and a lot of sauces. So as a singular product meal, I believe burger is there to rule the market. It has been ruling globally, it will rule in India. So the spectrum of market is so large that we need this also, we need a MACD also, we need a Biggies also, we need a Big Guys also. And the more this type of player are there, it is like doing the social service for burgers. They will create more consumers to us.
Yeah.
Honestly, great cream and spice, great burgers.
How much was this chicken?
50, 60. So
50, 60. Yeah.
I'm your customer whenever I want a burger at a 50 rupees.
Yeah.
Great product.
So what did you like about the burger?
I like the creamy texture of the whole product as a combined approach and the mix of sauces. They had given tomato, they had given mustard, they have given mayo. Mustard as a product overruns everything. The moment you add a pinch of mustard, everything is gone. So the product was amazing. The bread was decent for a 50, 60 rupees burger. And I believe these guys are the inspiration for us to build our next venture called Number One Burger.
Yeah.
We wanted to have a store in, I'll be very honest, Balugaon franchisee kuri asla. So we thought Baluga is not ready for Biggies. Let's leave it. And the 5-6 kuri asla pare we felt ki e sahara guda bhi people would have aspiration to go to cafes and eat product.
It's everywhere, yeah.
Then what shall we do now? We are denying franchisee queries of 1,000 in volumes because the cities are not ready for a 300 rupees or a 250 rupees burger or a 150 rupees burger even. So that was one common problem. The second was there is not a single organized player across the world or India or Odisha today which is a proper taluka based, panchayat based burger cafe. So सिमिलीगुड़ा कौन पाई खाइबनी रायगड़ा कौन पाई बर्गर खाइबनी मालकानगिरी कौन पाई खाइबनी सो आमे माने जो ब्रांड बनाउछु वी आर आवर टैगलाइन माने इंटरनली इज ए पिन कोस्ट बेस्ड बर्गर चेन ए तालुका बेस्ड ए पंचायत बेस्ड जदि सरपंच अछि ताले गोटे बर्गर कैफे थिबो दैट्स आवर एजेंडा एंड विदाउट प्लेयर्स लाइक दिस वी कैन नॉट डू इट we cannot go and build a market from zero, right? There has to be a Monginis, there has to be a Mio Amre, there has to be a local cafe. जे लोगों को जाने चाहिए बर्गर कौन कि सॉस कौन कि they should not say white sauce, right? So these are good things for us as a responsible, the largest India's homegrown burger chain to scale us in a different synergy altogether.
Wow, so much insight about the burger. I'm just, I love talking about businesses. So I am so happy to know about the insights.
Thank you for that.
For just a burger can give you so much of insights.
Absolutely. Yeah. मोर मन अछि 2015-16 रे ना I don't know कोन पैसा मैं पठेतली WHO को गोटे मेल पठेतली वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आउ गोटे थला ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दी जण मेल पठेतली कि you are putting lot of money for food and other things in Sudan, South Sudan, Uganda, and all these countries. Why don't you take our brand and we'll be your food partner in those countries and serve burgers to everyone? Burger is a meal product. It has carb, it has protein. Like that, I have written a lengthy mail to them 5-7 times, expecting immaturely that they will reply and they will do that. But that never happened. But my projection of this singular product is very large. Ke junk kohe, ke fast food kohe, ke kaun kohe, but we know what we are making it. We know we are not adding any preservative in our products. We know we try to make it as fresh as possible. There is something in the product that it has been the #1 selling product from the last 50 years in the globe and growing at a CAGR of 40-42% as burger as a product. I'm not saying QSR. So burger as a product is one of the leading, it outruns the QSR growth. QSR 28% grow କରୁଛି, burger category is growing at 40-43. So ଯେତିକି ଆପଣ ଆଜି ଷ୍ଟୋର ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି, next ବର୍ଷ
ଡବଲ ହେଇଯିବ, ମାନେ 2 years ରେ ଡବଲ ହେଇଯିବ।
40% ଅଧିକ ଦେଖିବେ ତା ବର୍ଷ। So we are into a great field.
So maybe he's enjoying his
Yeah.
cream and spicy burger. It's helping him do his R&D. I will ship to my burger smash. Which one will you have?
I'll have a mushroom
I'll
on
have a
it.
lamb burger.
So when you see your baby,
Wow. Okay, so this is the lamb patty, right? I just can't wait. Thank you, Biraja. This is the best gift you can get for me.
thank you.
Food. Now tell me something. It's a question. Why thin patty than the regular thick patty?
Okay. So you have to go back to the basics of the raw material. So let's say it's a lamb product. Lamb, red meat. It's a fatty product. तो ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ମାନେ ମଟନ କଷା କି କ'ଣ ଖାଉଛେ ଘରେ, ଦ ମୁମେଣ୍ଟ କତା କତା ଲାଗେ ଚିକେନ ମଟନ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଯଦି ବେଶୀ ମୋଟା ହେଇଯାଇଥାଏ, ରାଇଟ୍? ସୋ ଫ୍ୟାଟ୍ର ଯେତେବେଳେ ହିଟ୍ ତାକୁ ଦିଆଯାଏ, ଇଟ୍ ଟେଣ୍ଡସ୍ ଟୁ କୁକ୍ ଦ ଅପର ଲେୟାର ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ. ସ୍ଲୋ କୁକିଂରେ ହିଟ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ଗୋ ଇନସାଇଡ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଇଟ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ଟେକ୍ ଅ ଲଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ ଟୁ କୁକ୍ ଦ ହୋଲ୍ ପ୍ୟାଟି. ସୋ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ମୋଟା ପ୍ୟାଟି କରନ୍ତି, ସେ ମୋଟା ପ୍ୟାଟିରେ ମିଟ୍ କମ୍ ଥାଏ ଆଉ ଅଲଗା ଜିନିଷ ଅଧିକ ଥାଏ ତାକି ସେ କୁକ୍ ହେଇପାରିବ ଜଲ୍ଦି. So because it's a 100% lamb, there is ମାନେ ଆପଣ ଲ୍ୟାମ୍ବରେ ଆଉ ଲ୍ୟାମ୍ବ ଛଡ଼ା କିଛି ନାହିଁ.
And then it's a QSR chain.
It's a QSR chain. ତ ଆମେ ମାନେ କ'ଣ କଲୁ, we made 50 grams each. ଆପଣ 150 ଗ୍ରାମର ହିଁ ମିଟ୍ ଖାଉଛନ୍ତି. We made 50 grams each thin layer ତାକି ସେ କୁକିଂ ଭଲରେ ଇଭେନଲି ହେଇପାରିବ rather than uncooked product inside.
This is possibly the closest you can get to original burgers in Bhubaneswar. I don't think there's a better burger in Bhubaneswar.
No, I think we are doing justice to the whole scene of burgers in the country. And I am proud that we are able to deliver this type of products in the city.
One more interesting thing, why mushroom in the grill section? Because it gives you the meaty flavor?
In a smash burger joint, there are a lot of consumer who like a portobello mushroom or a shiitake mushroom to be grilled and consumed. So we majorly use portobello mushroom. And these are sourced very, very authentically from the farmers. तो वेज रे तो मु आलू की गोभी की पनीर दे परिबनी स्मैश रे. So we thought, okay fine, mushroom is, though these are very expensive raw material, the lamb that we are eating is it gets processed in Australia. It comes 6,800 kilometers from Australia to us. Okay. So these are sourced in a very qualitative environment and processed the same way. Okay. Very similarly, except mushroom, I do not find anything at this point of time except plant protein
to grill.
To not grill. A paneer can be grilled but cannot be smashed. Because only grilling and smashing has a difference. So let's think grilling is the category. In that, smashing, sauteing, all these are subcategories. So the moment you smash, it's like extra heat coming from both the edges. So there is a smasher. So smasher ta bhi SS ru banta hai, full SS. So that also contains heat. So the moment you smash it, it gets heat from bottom and top. So heat and the protein combination makes it more aromatic and makes it more flavorful. Now generic patty kon gote side is smash, right? Heat way.
One more question. Why processed lamb from Australia and why not Indian lamb or maybe Odisha lamb, which is the best in India, maybe I say?
So ओडिशा रे मटन मिले goat.
Okay.
Okay. Odisha is a goat market. India is a majorly goat market, not a lamb market.
Okay.
तो जो रेड मीट टा लैम्ब ର ଥାଏ ଆଉ goat ର ଥାଏ there is a difference.
Oh, okay. Because ସେଇଟା ଟିକେ ଟାଣ ଥାଏ.
Few ହେଇଯିବ ଟାଣ ହେଇଯିବ and the volume that we procure, getting a vendor until and unless it is back-end integrated. When I say back-end, farm to fresh integration, which is like you need to have large farms, acres of farms. You need to produce acres of sheep or lamb and make them consistently reproduce to get the product. Is very tough as an ecosystem in India.
Nice business opportunity.
If it can be done rightly. You'll be surprised. Ame jahadu lamb anu, they are Australian natives. Their factory is around 60 miles from North South Wales, New South Wales, in the southern Tasmania pakhare. Their factory has a train connectivity directly to the port.
Oh, okay.
Only for their factory there is a train connectivity. In a day they produce 6 trains a day of meat.
So can we do this in India?
If you have large open lands, ecosystem, land per square feet rate is less. Farming, it's typically a farming process.
So in India, what I've known is, see, when you say farming and when you say ecosystem, government तुमको ऐसे कि पहाड़ा दबा नहीं to do farming in there. So the best way to do is to form a cooperative. So you maybe you're from Keonjhar or maybe Mayurbhanj. Best place to rear goat.
So ଏବେ ତ ହଉଛି ମାନେ
ସେଠି sheep ବି ହେଇପାରିବ, lamb ବି ହେଇପାରିବ, ଠିକ ଅଛି. So there you go, form a cooperative and tell every ଘର କି ମୋ ପାଇଁ 5ଟା lamb, 5ଟା sheep.
just like home fed, right?
Yes. So this when you want your agricultural or meat produce to be consistent, right? To be timely. So the best way to do it in India is cooperative.
Absolutely. Though I don't have a lot of knowledge about it,
Yeah.
but ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହିଲେ ମାନେ commodity.
Yeah.
These are ତାର ଗୋଟେ fresh stock ଯେମିତି କ୍ଷୀର, ଯେମିତି କୁକୁଡ଼ା, ସେମିତି ଯଦି ହେଇପାରିଲା we would be more than happy to do it. ଆଚ୍ଛା, one part of the story I forgot to tell you. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ରାୟପୁରରେ ଷ୍ଟୋର ଖୋଲିଲା 2013ରେ, we used to have hot dog back then in the menu.
Okay.
ଏବେ Biggies ରେ ନାହିଁ but Biggies Smash ରେ hot dog ଅଛି. ତ ଆମେ ମାନେ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲୁ କି we will give that real feel of a US brand, a street brand ଯୋଉଠି hot dog ମିଳୁଛି and burger ମିଳୁଛି. ତ ରାୟପୁର ଯେତେବେଳେ ଖୋଲିଲୁ, ରାୟପୁର is a veg dominated market.
Not many people know that Bhubaneswar or Raipur has 10 lakh Sindhis. So it is one of the highest concentrated Sindhi population in an urban area. After maybe say Mumbai or Ulhasnagar.
So Pakistan Sindhis, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. So our franchisee more jiya partner ଅଛି Sandeep. He told me, भाई तुम्हें franchise ଦେଇଛ, I need supply of veg hot dog. ମୁଁ suppose veg hot dog କେବେ ବିକିନି. ଆଉ ଏବେ ସିନା plant protein ଥିଲା, ସେତେବେଳେ plant protein କ'ଣ ଆମକୁ ମାନେ we had zero idea. And he says कि नहीं भाई दरकार एटी veg protein ଯେମିତି ତମେ ଆଣି ଦିଅ. Then we do research India रे, it is not available in 2013. We import it from Malaysia.
Okay.
The import cost complete the landing cost to me is 780 rupees per kilo of veg sausages. Because of the food cost, I have to sell to my franchisee at 350, 360 rupees. So every packet I send, I was losing around 400 rupees. But the agenda was not to have a consumer who is going back from the store for not having a ask that they are demanding. Ebe matlab jodi veg sauces darkar, I have 100 players. So in last 7-8 years, market has evolved amazingly. The whole ecosystem has evolved.
Now this section is more personal rather than the story about the business and the brand. Tell me one episode where we thought that you will quit.
Okay, so these things, the question that you asked takes me back. I want to forget those things, but पचारले से ग्रे मेमोरी गुड़ा टिके एक्टिव हो जाए. So कौन थिला मोर गोटे जने स्टाफ थिले तांको अछंती तांको ना थिला जलाल. I don't know his first name. So हमरो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिटी रे फेज 1 रे गोटे स्टोर, फेज 2 रे गोटे स्टोर हेतला 2015 बेलको हला. तो फेज 1 रे जो स्टोर थिला सेथिरे 6-7 स्टाफ थिले. फेस टू स्टोर संध्या बेला खोलता तो एवरीडे से साइकिल चलेकर सेपटू जीवार था थे गोटे ट्रक गोटे बाड़ेदेला जोर एंड ही हैड फिट्स फिट्स बीमारी थी तो मुझे हॉस्पिटल देखी ही फ्रॉम उत्तराखंड तो से अराउंड 35 ईयर हे तो हॉस्पिटल ही वाज माने जमती छटपट होती ना आई हैव सीन हिम लाइक दैट तो मत लगे कि ही मे नॉट सर्वाइव तो से टाइम रे माने हॉस्पिटल रो बिल देवाई पैसा नहीं एंड तांको घर लोक जेहेतु सी आमर मे बी 10 जन 15 जन स्टाफ भितर जड़े स्टाफ एंड आई वाज वेरी क्लोज टू हिम आई कैनॉट से नो टू हिम कि ना तुम उपर खर्च करेनि फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन घर एत भल ना तो दे विल एक्सपेक्ट जो कंपनी काम कर स्पेंड कर आई वांट टू स्पेंड हाँ तो से लगे कि मु एज अ पर्सन आई एम नॉट एबल टू टेक रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ माय पीपल जड़े लोक डेथ बेड्रे पड़ी तार पैसा खर्च कर मो पाखे संबल ना एवं तो मुझे बिगी स्टार्ट कली मोर गोटे सांग विप्लव बोली जे थिले जो केरली मान सहित रोली माने स्टार्ट कर 2-3 मास पर ही ऑल्सो केम टू एंड जॉइन मी तो से अनअफिशियली सी मो सहित मिसिक आम काम करूँ एंड 2 वर्ष काम कलु ये जो एक्सीडेंट 2013 है दैट डे हिट माने सी मत कहले कि ना बिरजा मु बेसी दिन ए कंटिन्यू करें मत पुलिस केस हम हॉस्पिटल घर एते मुझे पारे आई कॉल इट ए क्विट तो जो टाइम आपको सब बेसी दरकार थाए दैट टाइम दैट इज द रियल लाइफ टेस्टिंग टाइम राइट तो समय मत फील है कि मुझे सारा जो 2-3 वर्ष है करुच्ची इज इट वर्थ दैट गोटे फाइनेंशियली मो पाखे 10,000 टଙ୍କା भी ना गोटे पिला को लाइफ और डेथ रु बचार तो दैट वाज वन इंस्टेंस जो मु क्विट नहीं माने आई एम डूइंग द राइट थिंग क्विट नहीं क्विट रो माइंडसेट आई एम लकी टू नॉट हैव एवर दो मु
बट यू स्टार्टेड टू क्वेश्चन कि
मु ठीक कौन करूचे माने व्हाट एम आई डूइंग जस्टिस टू माय फैमिली टू माय सेल्फ और टू माय पीपल इवन माने व्हेन इट कम्स डाउन टू दैट लेवल सी वेंडर पेमेंट पचारले घर पाखु पळे आइले केबे फ्रिज उठे के नहीं गले पेट्रोल नहीं गाड़ी अटकी गला तुमर माने क्रेडिट कार्ड रे तुम 3x पैसा दौच सिबिल स्कोर 500 हो जाउची ऑल दीज आर ओके ऑल दीज आर
पार्ट ऑफ द जर्नी
थिक ब्लड है जाइथिबो कि थिक स्किन है जाइथिबो तुम संभाली देबो बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू लाइफ एंड डेथ ऑफ एन एम्प्लॉय ऑफ योर्स होम माने मो फैमिली लोक से टाइम बितौनथले मो एम्प्लॉयमेंट से टाइम बितौची सो दे आर लाइक योर फैमिली राइट at that point of time you really question are we able to create that institution, are we able to create that wealth is not about money, wealth is about the strength, knowledge, money is a bypart of it. So then I question कि okay fine am I doing things rightly जदि मु rightly करता 3 वर्ष पर गोटे पिला को 10,000 में कहीं नहीं so those were something जो गुड़ा टिके माने see the only earning for the first 6 years is appreciation of your product I have got nothing else and self appreciation we have to be highly self motivated visiting card देखिए you should think like you have been the president of India I mean, that's the statement of glory that you have to have नहले तमे माने you cannot think of tomorrow एते negativity थिबो तम surrounding रे
But I'm glad without any very big investment in your startup, you did it on your own and faced so many setbacks and then you're still here. Now, one more question. Now, these were the initial struggles, right? What is a struggle of Biraja Rout when I say at this point, at 125 stores, there will be still challenges. Empty to nahi challenges. What are your struggles? Your struggles are hiring, your struggle is product, your struggle is new brand. What are your struggles now?
Okay, first of all, these are challenges. I will not.
Yes, challenges. Yeah. What are your challenges?
And these are good challenges to have. So I believe my challenge or my struggle is my aspiration. See, with 110 CR, 20 CR revenue, if I grow 5% every year and make it more positive EBITDA, I am healthy and wealthy. And I'm content. So that's a good situation to be at, which a lot of people want to be at. But I believe the fire inside, probably 2011 जब start करथिले till today, glad to be in the mindset of not having a low fire inside the body. I believe it is always an incremental aspiration rather than a decremental aspiration. So there is a purpose that will be building India's largest We will be making it world's largest. We will be building something through which lives are connected, people are connected, careers are built, wealth is built. And I think that is something that's too challenging to do. For that, there are a lot of baby steps that we need to take. And I believe today, if you ask me, the biggest roadblock or challenge that we have is the fitment of right people. It is not wealth, it is not money. I believe if we are doing able to
Hiring.
do business, not hiring, hiring again, we can hire a lot of people.
Right people, of course.
The fitment. Say a great guy cannot cope up with a great institution. Sometimes a great guy copes up with an average institution. So I believe today we are at a stage where we are not at a 0 to 100, we are at a 100 to 10,000 crore journey. And this 100 to 10,000 crore journey will need a lot of functional people, a lot of business people. So I think that is the biggest problem today.
People
that I
who will take ownership. Even I also face the same problem. In my company, which has been growing over the years and has a nice sudden jump in last 2-3 years because of the real estate boom, I face this challenge. I now need people to work like me, to work with the fire I have, with the ownership I have. So that is where the challenge is.
True. I think that is the challenge.
Taking ownership is such a lacking skill when we are hiring. That's one skill. Jadi loko mane ani debe na nijaku ki I will take the ownership and do it for my company. It's done. We will do great. Every company would do great. You have the fire when you were starting up. You had fire when you were setting it up. You still have the fire to grow beyond infinite limits, challenge the bigger brands or grow with the bigger brands. This is something a youth should know. This is something মানে যদি ଆମ ସବୁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପିଲାମାନେ ଏଇ ଫାୟାରଟା ହିଁ ରଖିବେ ନା, it will not take long to Odisha is right. You know what? Odisha is right now 14 in terms of revenue in India. Right, GDP re 14 achi. If each and every one of us decide to do something for us, for the city, for the nation, na, Odisha will not take time to be top 4, top 5, maybe in next 10
I think
years.
it is about solving problems and purposes. Jadi if we are driven through material, it will not take us far.
No.
We have to be driven through emotional aspects, which can be aspiration or vision or purpose or a cause. Then it's indefinite. Jemti mane jo the charm of a Bollywood song ends in a month, but the charm of kirtan never ends.
মানে you mean to say कि बादशाहरा गीत आज सुनले 3 दिन ପରେ ମନେ ପଡୁନି, but ହନୁମାନ ଚାଲିସା ଆଜି ବି ଟପ୍.
Yes. So ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ହିଁ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି କି जो real core things, the original value system that we are built with as human beings are so amazing that at a stage there will be crores of people who will be richer than me. There will be thousands of people, but doesn't matter. What matters is what we have built and what we are going to build. We are confident about that, not overconfident, because we are giving 24/7 to it.
Coming to the next topic, I've been listening to, hearing two stories ki the bigger brands like in QSR, like MacD, the Yum brands and the Ye, are still not cracking the tier 2, tier 3 codes really well, right? And this is where homegrown brands like say Wow Momo or Biggies have a lot of opportunity. Do you agree to this?
I agree to it. They are not doing because of a purpose of there, because they have a lot of things to eat at the surface that they don't want to go inside the market. So if you see their concentration in Bangalore, only Bangalore as a city, KFC has 140 outlets, whereas Bhubaneswar will have 3-4 outlets or 5-6 outlets. So we have to understand how much we can eat, how much we can gulp, how much we can puke. So they don't want to overeat and gulp and puke. So that's what I'm saying. The market and the opportunity is so large. There is space for everyone and upcoming guys. So we cannot build larger outlets than KFC or MacD.
No.
They spend 5 crores, we spend 50 lakhs on a store. I do not compete on sales with their stores, not at all. It is all about ROI. If I have 1 rupee, if I spend that 1 rupee, where I am getting more return. It is not about building a MacD or building a KFC or building a Biggies Burger. So we find ourselves to be rightly fitted in the tier 2, tier 3 market where the attention of larger player is purposefully not there. So we want to go the reverse way.
One more question. Right now, this thing I read 1 month back. He at 1200 crore revenue, Starbucks is at 80 crore of loss or 200 something. I read it was 10-12% or loss. So being a brand which is the costliest coffee, where are they failing?
No, see, I would say it is a part of the strategy. So let's say today, I think Zomato turned profitable some days back. Uber turned profitable some months or years back. But ଯେତେବେଳେ Ola Uber ଆସିଥିଲେ, they used to give, they created a behavior. So Starbucks is trying to create a behavior and adoption. These are the two things they are working on. Adoption of a coffee at 300 rupees. जो कॉफी तुम नेस्काफे 20 टका 25 टका पाउथलो टिके अपग्रेडेड कॉफी कि बेटर कॉफी 25 रु 300 जर्नी इज एन एडॉप्शन राइट यू कैन नॉट अडॉप्ट ओवरनाइट एंड बिहेवियर कांस्टेंटली पीवार सो टुडे दे आर एट अ फेज ऑफ एस्टैब्लिशिंग distribution. So when you are establishing something or distributing things, you will overspend. The moment these two things are done, then you will make profit. So the way Zomato is profitable today, Zomato रे भी discounting कम जाइथिबो. So to make a behavior कि ना तमे चाली के जाओ नि आमे पठौछु फिर भी delivery fee दियो, that took 4-5 years.
Now we're seeing this with quick commerce and all.
कोई Egypt, so everyone is doing that. So this is I believe Starbucks will be well profitable in the next 2-3 years when coffee as a product goes deep into the market. So you have to see where they have spent. They have spent on marketing, new store opening. Bangalore will be profitable for them. So markets, the clusters are profitable. As they're expanding,
Bhubaneswar न होई पारे.
no ହେଇପାରେ because the logistic cost.
Bhubaneswar टा ହେଇପାरे kit टा न होई पारे माने explain टा ହେଇपारे but kit टा न होई
So it's today they are at a phase of distributing it right, creating that behavior. I think once that is done, they will have EBITDA positivity, PAT positivity.
Maybe that is my lack of QSR knowledge.
মানে see every market মানে we are into the business of building intangible value. ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଭଳିଆ ରିଅଲ ଏଷ୍ଟେଟ୍ ନାହିଁ, ଜମି ନାହିଁ, ବାଲି ମାଟି ନାହିଁ, କି କିଛି ବି ନାହିଁ ଆମ ପାଖରେ. ଆମର ଏଣ୍ଡ ୟୁଜର ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ହେଉଛି ବର୍ଗର. ବଟ୍ parallelly, along with burger, we are building a brand value. Same burger with a Biggies Burger stamp, same burger with another stamp will be half the price or 30% increment. So what I'm trying to convey is when we are building something intangible, let's say big guys we built 1 year, 2 months back. Within a 14 to 15 months of span, only the franchise fee collection of the brand would have been more than 10 crores. So what I'm trying to convey, why people are paying us? Because there is a brand value added to it. They are paying to Beamer brand, they are paying to my team, they are paying to big guys that you have created. And the art of near to perfection of the brand that we have built. ଯଦି ଆପଣ big guy store ଯିବେ, it doesn't look 1 year old. It looks कि the guys who are at the back end, they would have done the 10 years job. So intangible value creation रे, behavior creation रे, you have to first put money and earn from the same. It's like a royalty earning.
Wow.
Once the brand is, but ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଲେ KFC Starbucks India ରେ loss ରେ ଅଛି. But have you checked Starbucks US loss ରେ ଅଛି कि नहीं?
They are at decline. They are at decline.
Declining but profitable.
Profitable but decline.
Starbucks
Huge
India
decline.
is with Tata. They are paying a royalty. So please understand, we are brand curators. We are not operators. आमे distribution करनो, आमो काम होची, we'll create brands, take it to a level, then outsource.
Maybe this gives a very good insight कि if you are paying a franchisee fees, you are paying for something.
Absolutely, you cannot get quality without paying.
Yeah.
Without problem कौन होना? If you get it for free also, let's say, or if you get it for cheap, we charge masters 1 crore rupees minimum. If you want to enter, it's 1 crore rupees, or else you don't enter. That's a qualification of the person
For the master franchisee.
for the master rights.
So master franchisee say if I pay you 1 crore of rupees, मते केतुटा
We give 25 to 30 stores for a right for a certain cluster for a timeline of 7 years with a projection of 3x ROI. There are people who have earned 5x also. There are people who have not earned also. It all depends on them. If they are good to us, good to the brand, we are good to them, then we renew or else not. So it's a typical materialistic relationship through which we build people. So let's say today our head of operations, the guy who heads our whole brand's operation pan India, is my ex-master franchise. The relationship went so deep and so amazing that we felt he's the best fit. I don't want to hire someone from the industry. He knows us for 7 years. Who else can be better than him? So we told him, please come to the board. We give you ESOP options. You are a part of the team. And release that territory. We'll find someone locally who will do it. See, everyone has their credibility. And our job is to find the right fitment. So as I told, we are building a democratic company through food entrepreneurs. It's true. So as an entrepreneur, you have to be having that heart to share also. You have not to be limited. That's what selflessness, sharing, all these are part of the same plate. So if I was co-founder, then I would not have grown. I'll be very honest. If I am not ready to give my franchises the right reward for their hard work, then we are not a company that will grow.
True. Wow. So many new aspects of a QSR industry में जाने का पहुँचे. But maybe now closing it, two things, right? How would you inspire a new generation or a new generation businessman or somebody who's working and wants to get into business to take up QSR? To start with his own QSR firm or take a franchisee and learn the niche and then maybe think, how can he invest with you or invest in his new business?
So I would say if the real purpose is to be in the QSR or any field, first of all, he has to be knowledgeable. If you are not subject matter expert, then don't get inside. Because gone are those days ଯେତେବେଳେ F&B used to be ଠେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି, ଚୁଲ୍ହା ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି, ଇଏ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି. Gone are those days. Today F&B is very technical. Making money out of F&B is not everyone's cup of tea. If you know how to make, it is one of the best.
Or it's just a lifestyle business.
I mean, there are a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, first of all, if you do not have knowledge, then don't get into. If you do not have exposure of the product, then don't get into. If you do not have the courage to lose, then also don't get into. Invest and you are afraid of losing things, then also don't get into. So my agenda is if you want to be a QSR entrepreneur, then the first thing is to solve the problem statement or the purpose or make the whole ecosystem better. If seta agenda achi, if seta tomar selfless approach achi, then only you will justify and fit in the market. If you want tama bhido dekha hala, dukan khol debi, tahale I don't think you will survive for a long.
And maybe another question is an interesting one. Maybe say me, I'm a pretty maybe a bit better established player in the market, and I am 40-year-old. Now I can't go back scratch and open a QSR.
Absolutely. Yeah, you should not.
I cannot, right? I have my business and then I have my age gone, right? So how should I invest in a business like yours?
That's why we are there, no? So for matured businessmen who have been hands-on on the ground with the experience of running business. So today, let's say my franchise is someone who runs Subway in Singapore is my franchise, master franchise. Someone who is the second oldest TVS dealer of India from Tirupur is my master franchise of Tamil Nadu. Someone who has been running 3 QSRs master rights is my partner. So we also are very selective because we cannot let our baby to be with someone who is not been babysitting earlier. We cannot take that risk. So Ajra business hochi ki execution is the key. Ideation days are gone. So definitely ideation plus 99% of execution is the key. And that without franchises we are zero. Without us for Biggies Burger they are also zero. So it's
a collaborative effort.
It's a very collaborative. It's a synchronized relationship where it's a reciprocal relationship where both have to respect each other and have to have lines of scope of work. So we have a very clear-cut understanding of what is our scope of work. So you don't spend on that. What is your scope of work? So we don't spend our time and money on that. It is only review. So ideally, franchising probably, again, I say this a lot of time, ki our families have to change their mindset from doctor engineer to be a franchisee of multi-brand also. Franchising is also an occupation. In US, there are people, there is a set of people, jahara occupation hi hoche multiple brand or franchise ani chalega. And that's the best business. You don't need to get your head into a lot of things. You जी फ्रेंचाइजी नहीं दे आर कोर ऑन ऑपरेशन तुमको ऑपरेशन जाना ब्रांड को ब्रांड बिल्डिंग जाना लेट्स बोथ collaborate and do things.
So I'll repeat both the questions again, but like a Sindhi, I would like to know the numbers. Okay. For first, say mo gote franchisee nochi because I work somewhere. I want to start my own business. मैं franchisee nochi. तो ताकू केते franchisee fees दवा पड़ीबो गोटे setup से a Biggies Burger setup करिया पाई in a place like Katak or ढेंकानाल और अंगुल केते कौन खर्च हवा?
So Biggies Burger a big guys रो setup cost is approximately same. It's around 40 to 45 lakhs. जो तेरे 8 लाख रो franchisee fee था. So it's a 40 lakhs रो thing plus deposit जहाँ भी हो.
So 40-45 जने invest करला. What is a good rent? Like say rent is 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees is a good number.
Rent हमें समझते देखो ना rent to revenue projection करो. So rent to revenue projection should be around 12 to 14%. That's a healthy. 10 to 14.
माने 12 to 14 rent हवा कथा.
Percentage of the revenue should be rent.
So माने जदी लक्षे टका rent अच्छी 8 लक्ष टका sale हवा कथा. For a figure say वो लक्षे टका rent 8 लक्ष सेल फ्रेंचाइजी को कौन मिलू?
So let's say 8 लक्ष हमें छोटे-छोटे शहर देखो कि बेसी ऑफलाइन बिजनेस है. Our earning is more in offline. Let me give an example of let's say शहीद नगर है. शहीद नगर स्टोर 10-12 lakh store which has a same rent of lakh rupees. The franchisee makes approximately 2 to 2.5 lakh rupees a month. So our EBITDA falls around 22 to 25% at a store level.
माने about 12 months 15 months रे तारा पैसा.
No, something like माने for a franchise keep around 25 months. 25 to 28 months. Keep in mind जदि 12 मास राशि वाला भलो कथा 40 मास वाला you are not.
But say 18 to 24 months is
24 months is a good number.
Chalo, next. But say for a person like me who's 40-year-old is into some business looking to get into hospitality or something, mu kimti invest kar peri re. Mane when you said ki a master franchisee fee is about 1 crore and then to set up 20-25 stores sette bede kimti kharcha hoba.
So you remain the master franchisee. You can outsource the franchising right. You can have franchises, but everything will be operated by you. We don't want them to operate.
Okay.
We want the master franchisee to own and operate the territory. Okay. But they can get franchises because they cannot to liquidate the fund. So a franchisee has to be heavy operations oriented franchise. They have to be in the business.
So what do a master franchisee gets say beside the franchisee fees?
Master franchisee gets so let's say as a whole the store's EBITDA is 28%, 25%. Master franchisee, the EBITDA is split now between master franchisee and the franchise. The master franchisee gets around 8 to 10% of the store's EBITDA with zero investment.
So tome kaun paibo sette bele?
So the moment we apnu 22 to 25 pali, we have already cut our royalty.
Oh, you got your royalty. So there is Beamer branch ro bhi royalty and there is master franchisee.
No, master franchisee doesn't get a royalty. Master franchisee, let's say Odisha apno chalile. Odisha re amaro let's say 30 टा store अछि hela. Let's say average 2 कोटी व्यापार हला. 2 कोटी व्यापार रे EBITDA will be around 22 to 23%. So let's say 45 lakhs रो profit रहिला total. That 45 lakhs across Odisha रे आपन 30 टा franchise अछंती. तो that 45 lakh रो will be splitted between you and the franchises. So you will earn around 8%
of that 45 lakhs.
No, of the sales.
Of the sales.
So 2 crore 8%, 16 lakh आपन पास बाकी 30 lakhs will be distributed to 30 franchises. Because they are also sleeping partner. They are only investing. They are only investing, you are only operating. जदि आपन invest ऑपरेट कले you will earn 25%. जदि आमे कुको कले 30% EBITDA. फ्रेंचाइजी कले 5% कटि गला. आपन जदि खाली ऑपरेट कले then you are not investing, right? You are earning on someone else's money.
Oh, okay. So master franchisee is just operating the business.
There are master franchisee who owns and operate. There are master franchisees. So आपन कोटे mandate
operates and somebody else owns.
30 टा रो 8 टा स्टोर आपन minimum रहयार अछि. And rest you can sub franchise. But operate सब करिवे.
Okay, great. Nice insights. Okay, so in this round we have 8-10 fun questions, very relaxed, right? And you have to answer within like 1-2 words, right? So first question, what is your favorite menu item?
Biggies. Beamer. By default, Beamer.
Beamer is the grilled mutton patty?
Baked chicken.
Chicken, okay.
So Beamer is Beamer aschi amara beam ru. pillar and beam to beamer আসছে তো beam is it's a baked patty এতে oil রহেনি grill হয়নি so it's a pure baked healthy product so and a meaty product
Okay, okay. Most memorable customer experience.
first customer যে মতো franchisee পচাতিলা
Oh, okay. Wow. Best business decision.
best business decision to take my co-founders
Oh, okay. Worst burger fail. A burger you thought would work and it didn't work.
I have introduced a product called sloppy burger
Okay.
around 3-4 years back
Okay.
um, that was made out of sausages so people did not accept it yeah but product wise we have been our experiments have been good
Yes.
more or less
Yes. But they obviously they fail. The experiments and you fail. Right. Your go-to restaurant beside Biggies Burger in Bhubaneswar.
ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ ମୁଁ ସେ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଚାଳ ସପ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଅଛି ଶହୀଦ ନଗରରେ ନହେଲେ କୋର୍ଟ ଭିତରେ ଯୋଉ
Okay, okay. Chada ghara and then
ତ ମତେ
mutton curry rice.
I find them to be the best value for money freshly cooked amazing ଖାଇବା ତ ସେଇଗୁଡାକ ଆମ ରାଜୀବର ଓଡ଼ିଶା ହୋଟେଲ so these are some go to places that I
So you come here and eat Odia food for sure.
absolutely ମାନେ ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ଆମ ପାଇଁ ମିଳେନି ସେ
So tell me something. Why can't we have a QSR restaurant serving like samosas, bora, and everything? So maybe it's an Indian QSR restaurant.
ଅଛି ନା samosa party is there samosa singh is there
Okay. So they freshly cook their samosa? Do they?
yeah these are frozen they cannot do fresh
But why can't we do like a thela wala? Like and
then you cannot scale no
yeah.
see जो गोटे ठेला वाला रे you need that skilled labor to do binding to do that batter so believe me QSRs are actually making the whole ecosystem better kahin ke na they value hygiene they value quality ingredient nutrition factor and authenticity towards the product kahin na there is a purpose जो समोसा वाला आज समोसा बनौछि ताले न चलले से चेंज करी बरा बिकिबो बट जे समोसा रो ब्रांड बनै छै ना they will never do that so माने the moment it is organized things are in place and a lot of things will be missed so that's why I'm saying
Structural changes habo hi habo.
हाँ माने जदि हमकु माने प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड हमकु जदि से गोलगप्पा से भलिया ही खाइबार अछि so coexistence of everything is good we need that street player if you want from a pump water without a hand sanity and yes you go there if you want choice of your flavor all the time then there is a automatic machine also this is required that is required and that
Everybody will
everybody
access.
is required in the system so no one is replaceable right
So, and one more question. Which celebrity do you want to endorse your burger?
The Rock
Great answer.
so Pankaj bhai anytime you are in Bangalore let me know
Yeah, sure.
now we are friends we should meet often
Yeah, sure.
and any type of assistance support you can give us in terms of locations
Pakka.
but Burger Singh is struggling jati sunya paile
Kaiki because of the flavors or something?
see every product has a market fit right so Burger Singh's market fit has been Punjab mostly
Oh, acha, because chicken tikka burgers and everything.
jaha bhi mane they have under ame mane Punjab re na ho so we have not been beyond Bhopal our jaha store achi Bhopal is the last store in the north
I mean, you're like south and east.
major epe west re achi Pune Nasik Bombay Goa
Bengal, nahi.
West Bengal gote store achi Avni mall re ame mane Bangalore is a very amazing market Bengal is a great market for burgers there is absolutely no competition amar cloud kitchen thila pandemic purvaru we used to do 15 lakhs 13 lakhs revenue from a cloud
Mane Biggies Burger.
biggest burger so
Cloud kitchen.
ଆମେ ସବୁ ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦେଲୁ pandemic ବେଳେ କାହିଁକିନା ଅପରେସନ୍ସ କରିବା ଟଫ୍ ହେଲା those are very demographically difficult market politics localites ଯେମିତି କେରଳା ସେମିତି ବେଙ୍ଗଲ so if you don't have local people you cannot operate so you are looking for the right local guy who has experience of running business F&B हो किछि भी मानकर जण गाड़ी व्यापार भी करूची he knows how to operate
And then what about Rajasthan, Gujarat? Pura pure. How's your Ram Mandir experience?
Ram Mandir is profitable but less 4-5 लाख सेल हुए
But तार rent भी कम थी.
बहुत कम ଅଛି profitable we are decently माने franchise जे लगे
माने Mad Moose केते Mad Moose is your brand? No.
मो सानो भाई रो ब्रांड
Oh, अच्छा.
माने धीरे हम इसी अराउंड 8 लाख रेवेन्यू हुए
But burgers, but Biggies Burger, why
Biggies
not?
4-5 लाख हो जाए.
But is that experiencing helping you कि तमे गुजरात और राजस्थान जाई परिबो because their chicken doesn't work.
हाँ no माने राजस्थान रे गोटे ब्रांड अछि बर्गर फार्म बोले. They are doing great.
Pure veg.
No, non-veg भी अच्छी. They have some veg only stores also. So Rajasthan, Gujarat, the strategy has to be a little different where
जोड़ी पिज्जा हट भी प्योर वेज गोला
I
मैंने
mean,
प्योर वेज
କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ମାନେ we have to do it. No, वैष्णो देवी ମାନେ ଯେମିତି पंजाब is also a veg dominated market.
यहाँ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଲାଗେ ପଞ୍ଜାବୀ ଖାଆନ୍ତି but କିଏ ଖାଆନ୍ତିନି ସେଠି
Punjab is a veg dominated market. I think ସମସ୍ତେ ଭାବନ୍ତି Gujarat is the most vegetarian market. It is Punjab, then Rajasthan.
ଭାଇ
Then
ମୁଁ
Gujarat.
ଥରେ ଦିଲ୍ଲୀରୁ ଟ୍ରାଭେଲ କରୁଥିଲି ବୈଷ୍ଣୋ ଦେବୀ ମିଳିଲାନି ନନ୍ ଭେଜ୍ ଫୁଡ୍
Nowadays ମାନେ vegetarian demand ବି ବଢୁଛି ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ. So simple, coastal region is fully non-veg. Center India, top India is vegetarian. So Rajasthan, आमा by Rajasthan, Gujarat, we have kept until we find the right guy. Delhi also have kept because Delhi people are little tricky. To North India, you cannot handle without good guys. So एमती नहीं कि हम पर franchise करी नहीं. We are just finding the right.
join a EO network.
What is you?
अच्छा EO is like high end BNI. ठीक है it's about how your personal experiences better your business. ठीक है very difficult to
Full form कौन?
Huh? EO, Entrepreneur Organization. So they focus on
Part of BNI.
No, not BNI. Totally different. Entry in Bhubaneswar is like 15 lakhs a year. In Bangalore must be 30 lakhs a year. ठीक अच्छी. But सेटा कौन करे? You will get such good people around you ना. You just pick up a call and say किसी को franchisee बनना and he'll find you in one day. Each state they'll find you in one day. It's like that.
No, I think एबे माने organically we are getting good. माने we are talking to someone जे already 30 टा खंडे चलुची किछि ब्रांड र franchisee. Belgian Offel Keventar एम सब चलुचन से माने.
हाँ सेमिति. Yeah, or somebody who's done that.
Who has done that? माने हमको something लोक दरकार.
Before we end, do you need any real estate tips? I am the one.
Absolutely.
What do you know? What do you want to know about or know about Bhubaneswar real estate?
Which part of Bhubaneswar is growing for the next 10 years?
Okay, good question. See, now the Patia prices are very high, right? And Trisuria is not being very easily acceptable by Bhubaneswar. It is acceptable by outside Bhubaneswar and Cuttack outskirts. So what I think the next growth line is Chandaka to Kontavada. Chandaka to Pittapalli Chakko. It's a place which connects Cuttack to Khurda. So the whole highway will shift from will shift away from Cuttack and Bhubaneswar
To the outside.
will be Dhenkanal, Noraj, Chandaka Chakko, Kontavada and then Khurda.
The state have a main road होगा.
So Chandaka to Kontavada is the next growing corridor. And you have already 20 industries, Infocity to Bakchi Sir's hospital, everything is in that corridor. And there were colleges, there are schools now, the Vikas School, I think the KT Global, everything is on that corridor, the DN Wisdom. So that is the next upcoming future. That is the future of Bhubaneswar.
Excited माने हम सुन के भल लाଗୁଛି. आ भुवनेश्वर रे हमर जो अपार्टमेंट रो प्रॉपर सोसाइटी के रासियो काना जतकी भी अछि माने आई डोंट फाइंड देम माने 800 घर रो सोसाइटी के 1000 घर रो सोसाइटी समते.
So, I would say that is in the planning stage. So, what happens is, Bhubaneswar, real estate cycle of a project is very long. It's not like I have taken a franchisee, a coffee franchisee, and I have 45 दिन रे कर दबो. But real estate is not like that.
Right, time lage.
So, the day we find a land,
proper land,
to approval can take up to 2 to 3 years, can go up to 5 years also. And then what you see is the launch and then 4 years, 3 years of handover, right? So what happens generally is, jo tome dekhucho is the handed over thing. So these were planned 7-8 years back. So sette bede 200, 300, 400 घरर society plan होतला.
जनपद जेमती अछि माने एवरी शहर रे माने कोर मार्केट्स रो पैरेलल मार्केट्स बहुत थाए. हमर भुवनेश्वर जेम जनपद गोटे गेला माने पटिया गोटे गेला. And there are not many strong markets, retail market, which is the third or fourth retail market
There are many actually. I tell you why. Now people don't want to travel a lot. Not every person wants to come to Janpat for everything. So now, beyond Patia and Kid, you have Kodinganagar Ghatika area near some hospital, which is a very nice growing market. One. Another one is a very strong where you've seen brands coming, even Tanishq is here, is the Tamando Patrapada highway. That's a good ancillary market. There's one more market called Subhagyanagar Road that जो to airport देखा जाए. There you have now at least 6 jewelry store in last 6 months, all the big jewelry stores. So that is, and even you have a KFC. So if KFC is coming to a line when the market has a potential. I think you have Biggies on first floor there,
Yeah,
second
Narula
floor
Roper,
there.
अच्छा.
So that is a good ancillary market. And then there is even Robbie Talkies is showing nice growth. And one more surprising is ID market. Now people
ID market?
ID market. See, ID market सुनले लोक को ID market रे किए जाए नुआपल्ली कौन लोक रोचंती से तो भलो ब्रांड किनिबे भलो जीवे ID market रे कौन किनिबे. But you discount the fact that ID market has Saliasahi attached to it, and it is probably one of the biggest slums in India, maybe top 10, top 8 biggest slum in India, with 2-3 lakh people staying, like 30-40,000 families. So that market is very big now. You have Max inside it, you have Big Bazaar inside it, you have V Bazaar inside it, and that is a very growing market. If you see this market like in another city with a spending capacity of say a small town like Khurda or Chilika or Malugaon, it will really make sense.
Good insight.
So
Okay.
ID market is one very
Last
underrated
thing,
market.
Esplanade 2, Courtyard.
It has to be Patia.
But एते बड़ा land parcel तो नहीं ना हमारा.
कि ना कि तो करिब. I think Falcon has a very big patch there. They might do it, or some other builder will do it. So Esplanade 2 will always come near Patia.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the insights, sir.
So let's end this great conversation. You know, I think the purpose of this podcast was two, right? One, to make people understand the insight of a business, right? To make the youth understand business and what struggles did the pioneers of that sector faced. So you have done something in QSR business. I think no Odia has done till now, right? So maybe you are an inspiration for them, and your story will help them to make up their mind to face the fight, to give away their jobs and take entrepreneurship. And second was, you know, to collect uh, good business insights of the sector or of your business. And I think we achieved both with this podcast.
Absolutely. I also thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. And when it is especially coming from someone who has the acumen and understanding of business, it's more interesting. So thanks for taking a leap of leadership on this whole segment of doing podcasts around thing and creating an opportunity for viewers to go through the journey of us. Thanks a lot.
No, but thanks, Biraja. Thanks for being here. I really loved your company. Really got much of the insight. Can QSR be my next what do you say?
My purpose is
Yeah.
it's all right.
It's my next sector I can get into. But thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having.
And after that, we have this small ritual. We give everyone, we don't give hampers and gifts, we give mutton biryani. So our mutton biryani is very famous, our hotel Marigold mutton biryani. So and whoever goes from here gets these biryanis. Nice.
Thanks for this. Thank you. Yeah.
I really hope you enjoyed the episode and you really took something away from it. You gained insights from it. You gained insights from Biraja's story. You gained insights from how to run a QSR chain. And that is the whole purpose, to make you learn, to inspire, to take up entrepreneurship. If you enjoyed the episode, subscribe the channel. We are coming up with more.